Wake up, gamers, because you're listening to the Big Think Dimension with Dan and Bob Video Games. Chris Wolfhard.
Hot stuff coming through.
And Dr. Aggro.
Judas is real. I have seen it.
And Dan and Bob Video Games.
I am tired of going first.
Yeah, that's fair.
Here on GigaBoots.
Bob,
What's up?
did you know
Shinobi's back.
I noticed. It's true. He's back. He's like, hi, it's me, Joe Shinobi.
Yeah, that's his name. That's his last name for sure.
And we all love him for it.
Maybe it is Joe Musashi Shinobi.
Musashi Shinobi?
Yeah, he has three names, unlike most people in Japan, but he's got them. He's got all three.
Japan's like, middle names, we're good. My parents, middle names, more.
I mean, you gotta make
More.
up the slack.
Yeah, no, it's we got to balance this globally. My brother has 3 middle names, by the way. 3.
Impressive.
What? 3.
Just want to set a record.
Uh-huh. They're like, sure, these names are kind of small, but what if we had a bunch of them?
Was this some situation where like they had to placate 3 grandparents?
I think... Oh, how did this end up? For me, it was a situation of an unyielding father. So I ended up with 2. But my brother ended up with 3. And I think one of his 3 middle names is because of that. I don't know what the hell's up with the other 2. I have no idea. At very least, what I realize now is that society's rules are fucking made up.
Mm-hmm.
That should have been the lesson from day one for me. Everyone else has 1 middle name. Yeah, well, you have 2 and he has 3. Wow. Seems like they shouldn't allow that.
They seem a little greedy right now.
Yeah, this is kind of... You're really bringing down the economy.
Right.
My parents are a leech on the economy because they wanted too many names. Weren't we talking about Shinobi?
I think.
Yeah, because Joe Musashi Shinobi.
Right, yes. Shinobi.
We got set a code by Sega, so you can't trust anything we say.
Nothing at all.
Nothing at all. Dan, film podcaster, video games. Yeah, that's my 2 middle names.
Yeah, obviously.
Film podcaster. So yeah, you can't trust anything we're going to say about Shinobi. We might as well say nothing because, as you know, they gave us a $30 code or possibly more because wasn't it the deluxe edition?
Yeah, it was the deluxe edition. So I got an extra skin that looks kind of bad. And also, sometime next year, I get to play a level that has Robotnik in it. That's exciting, right? You want to pay an extra $10 for that, right?
Now, I love Sonic the Hedgehog, but I'll be honest, hell no. In no world that I'm like, oh, the Shinobi game's going to really pop when Robotnik shows up. I mean, maybe it'll be funny.
Maybe. This game does have a sort of comedy sense to this writing because there's a bunch of dramatic stuff and
then Joe Musashi just going, ooh.
Yeah, he just grunts and everyone assumes he said a lot more.
Oh, yeah, no, they can read the grunt.
Mm-hmm. That's pretty good.
It is pretty good. It's true.
We played, the first 4 levels on stream, I think? Something like that. Because there was like the opening level, then the 3... Or maybe it's only 2 in that first set.
Technically, but there are also transitionary levels to get you between
yes,
sets of levels.
There was that dog riding level, which was pretty cool visually.
And then we did the one after 2. So that was 2 transitionary levels, and then the set of 2 levels, and then the very first one. Because we didn't do the next set, but we did get there.
Okay.
Yeah, no, this was pretty cool when the puppy got real big and you rode the puppy.
Yeah, that level looks incredible. Mm-hmm. It's nowhere near as good as Ninja Gaiden Ragebound's exact kind of like riding the thing levels.
Can we not have 2 kings? Oh, we can't because kings are like, oh,
yeah,
shit.
I thought the levels we played on the stream were pretty good.
Yeah.
Then I played the next 3 levels and they were all bad. And I'm like, what happened?
Why were they bad?
All for different reasons.
Fuck.
So the first one was just kind of a large meandering level where you spawn in the middle of it and you go out in 3 different directions. And it was okay, but wasn't great. The next level was the level that was a ton of platforming, and their idea for platforming, like being hard, is waiting for platforms to move and for them to get in place.
Oh, that's like my least favorite thing in a platformer.
Having reviewed over 1,300 Mega Man Maker levels, I also absolutely fucking abhor that.
And I was like, well, that was really low. It makes me kind of disrespect their whole idea and concept of what a platforming stage should be. What could they possibly do in the third one? Box pushing level.
Oh, cool.
Well,
Harmony of Dissonance.
that's $30 I won't be spending.
Oh, no.
I'm sorry to lead with something that bad. I'm sorry.
Yeah, from what we played, it was like really good and cool and had interesting mechanics. There's like a gauge where you do enough damage to an enemy, they basically enter that tate state, but they're still alive. So you can just do that on a bunch of different enemies and then hit the kill trigger and dash between all of them, killing them all. It's a really neat thing. For people who have no idea, this is a 2D pixel art action platformer.
Hand-drawn art, no pixel art.
Oh, sorry. The art is pixels, but first it was drawn. So like the mechanics they came up with for combat and the balance thereof is interesting. It is a very different balance than what Ninja Gaiden is going for.
It's very much a polar opposite to that in a lot of ways.
It is.
Because that's all about, okay, you get this ability and you kill basically everything in one hit. Whereas this is much more, no, you combo everything.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's hit or miss. I think it's pretty neat, but it definitely does, like, I'm not 100% sold on the systems they have going. Like that whole system you're talking about where you build up this meter, it feels like there's no, like, that's just what you're supposed to do. Like, you're
saying the other isn't viable.
Yeah, there's no other viable thing. Like your heavy attacks build that faster and do more damage. So it's kind of like, well, you just want to use the heavy attacks for everything. And you have light attacks, you have heavy attacks, you have all sorts of other kinds of moves.
Yeah, you can throw kunai and use ninpo as well.
Right. And I'm not entirely sure if I agree with the balance they've struck here. The kunai also build up that meter really quickly.
They do. You only had like 10 or 15 by the time we were finished playing, right?
Yeah, but a lot of enemies, like if you do the kill move, you'll draw more kunai from them.
Okay.
So you'll get it back pretty quickly.
I see.
So it's weird, and I need to play more of it. Also, the game's really easy, so I don't feel like I need to engage with the systems as much as I should. Like,
yeah,
they should have just had a hard mode from the start.
In another way, they ended up so different from what Ninja Gaiden Ragebound is doing. Because Ninja Gaiden Ragebound is incredibly difficult when you get to the bosses.
Yeah,
and the levels are more platformer-y.
Yeah, whereas this, it feels like the platforming is there, but is not the focus. And when it is, it's kind of bad. Like I was talking about, was the
God, that's so tragic.
Also, the platforming doesn't feel great because there's not momentum to Joe. Like you'd have a dash move, which makes you move a set amount forward, but if you hit a ledge or something, he will just stop at the side. He won't keep going off the ledge. You can't build speed in any way. It feels very slow in a way. Like you have a bunch of different moves, but it doesn't feel. There are so many areas where it's like just run forward, and that's not fun. So yeah, it's a mixed bag. I can definitely see the artists from Streets of Rage 4 did this, not the game designers. You can really feel that.
Interesting. Yeah, which is weird in and of itself because also Streets of Rage 4 is a beat 'em up, and this is more action focused instead of platforming focused. So you could imagine a situation.
You could think, yeah, this is them still, but you could really feel that it's not as well thought out as that game was. The first boss that I had trouble with actually was only because the tails were terrible. Because of the way the art worked. Like the boss is this giant red monster creature, like a tentacle monster sort of thing.
Okay.
His tail is parts of the screen will start to glow red slowly, and it's such a close red to what he is standing on. It's hard to see. So I had to do a whole bunch of, okay, I need to know to not look at the ground being red. It's made a whole pillar that's red that slowly rises. And it's hard to see. Like, it's just visually kind of incoherent.
That kind of reminds me of that Ninja Gaiden boss, where it's like the tiny thing on the ground turns a slightly different shade of green and then hits you. And I'm like, why did both of these games end up with the, I hope you're not even the slightest colorblind. I hope you're staring at the fucking ground.
In this case, you can't stare at the ground.
Right. This is the opposite.
Right. Yeah. It is very similar to that boss in a lot of ways. Yeah. So yeah, it's weird. It's like it's a mixed bag. The demo also, I feel, did not do a good job of introducing the way this game is structured, because it's not a Metroidvania, but you get powers as you go through the levels, and you're encouraged to go back to old levels to like unlock new stuff that's there. Like, oh, now I got the thing that lets me break down walls, and even go back to 2 levels back where there's a wall I can break down. They make a lot of warp points, so it's easy to jump back to them.
And it's worth noting, like, the entire level structure accessible through a world map, where you just move your cursor and select that level, and it even has teleporters for you to select individually. So it's not a Metroidvania because you're beating the level to beat the level. But you are getting abilities to find new secrets and things in old areas, which will lead you to, like, upgrades to how many kunai you can carry, or potentially moves.
Yes.
Very strange mix.
In the demo, like, they put a bunch of those moves into the first level, so you just got to try all that stuff out and, like, fully explore the level almost completely in that first playthrough.
I see.
In the full game, those are dealt out slowly throughout the entire game, so it feels like, okay, each time I beat a level, I need to go back to the first one, get one more thing from it.
Evil Lucario in chat says, so this is Order of Ecclesia. No, because even that required you retraversing for the sake of, like, getting progress. That's the thing that makes this so far not a Metroidvania distinctly. So no progress is gotten by us taking these new abilities and going to an old area. Right, so far, it's just for optional and upgrade and things.
You go back there and get upgrades.
Which is very strange.
Yeah, it's really strange. I feel like they've built this perfect balance of, like, you took this part, the worst part of Metroidvania, put it in this, and have nothing good from it. So now I just have the backtracking. I don't have any sort of satisfaction from the backtracking even. I feel like I have a checklist every time I get a new ability. Which is not good.
Yeah, I was kind of talking about how, like, the exact thing it's doing makes me think I'll just wait till way later to start doing this, because I don't want to go in each level one time every time I get a new progression thing.
It's not fun. Like, I don't know how they come up with the structure. I'm fine with them trying a new structure like this, but I don't feel like they hit something that's makes any sense. It's just kind of annoying.
Overall, I really liked what I saw with the game. Of course, I didn't see those 3 levels that you were talking about.
It's almost like it, for some reason, in the middle of the game just drops off a cliff there.
A little bit. Come up with more ideas. I will.
Normally, that wouldn't even stop me from buying it, but Ragebound came out like a month ago, so I would just be like, okay, but every single level in Ragebound is good. And most of them have a good boss fight at the end, in addition to being good.
Oh yeah, and the music in Ragebound is, like, super sick, and honestly, it really doesn't stand out here at all.
Also, I can't be a fake gamer and buy this without having beaten a single other Shinobi game.
Oh my god.
Yeah, who would do that?
I've beat Shinobi PS2. It may not play at all like this, but
that's Shinobi on the tin, fucker.
Right? Also, it really needs a dedicated map button, because right now that you use a touchpad, you hit the touchpad and it takes you whatever menu you're on. So it might be your equipment screen, or it might be
I motherfucking
don't
hate games
like
that do
that.
that.
Yeah, I abhor that. It's like, guys, you made a game where I feel like I need to check the map and make sure I'm not missing something every other screen.
Yeah.
Why is that not its own button?
I think that is a common issue in Ubisoft games, which should not be an issue your platformer has.
Yeah, every time a game does that, where it's like, I brought up the last screen when I was up, and I'm like, cool, but what I always want is the map when I do this button. You have 2 different pause buttons. You got the touchpad and the options button. Fucking let one of them bring up your main screen in your pause menu and let the other one bring up the damn map.
And on the PlayStation, you have like potentially 2 buttons because each side of the touchpad can be something.
It's true. I can't remember the last time a game did that, but that was so nice when they were.
It was. I'm like, Days Gone did it. Can't you do it?
Can't you do it? Even the guy from Sony Bend figured it out. That's a sentence I want to yell at more people for less and less relevant reasons.
So this is looking like it might be my least favorite of the big Ninja games that comes out this year. We'll see.
Which means they'll still make his top 10.
Maybe.
Oh.
Yeah, no. There are a lot of things I'm just not digging. Like, it's almost like maybe we should have just made a set of combat rooms because I don't like moving around your game. And then I have issues with the combat too because I feel like there's certain things that are like, okay, I have a move that's do a dodge roll and then hit the attack button. He does like a knee hit.
Okay, yeah.
And I also have a move if I hit a dude and I'm close to him and do a dodge roll. I do a different kind of move. I do a backflip over him, and that instead of doing a kick out of, I'll do a spin in midair, like a spin attack.
And so you keep doing the wrong one,
right? And the knee one can lead into another move. The other one can't. And like,
some people are suggesting that Platinum still has a bag they could drop. They could end up being the lowest somehow. I don't think for Bob's taste that's possible.
Right.
But
everything I've seen from that looks pretty good. I think I'll be disappointed that Ryu has one weapon, and otherwise it'll be a good game. Like, that's what I'm looking at there.
Meanwhile, my preference is probably that I'll like the 2D ones more than Ninja Gaiden 4, but I'm very excited for Ninja Gaiden 4. Like, really, really excited for Ninja Gaiden 4. I'm hoping I like it, but I also know there's a whole list of reasons I might not.
Mm-hmm.
I just need to see what the game is. Like, I need to watch a flow state of the game,
right,
unedited, 40 minutes maybe, just so I can piece together like exactly what we're talking about here. Obviously, we should stream that.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think anyone in our audience would be like, no, Bob's streaming another ninja game. I think they'll be fine.
We only need to get a good ninja outfit by then. We'll see.
Big Nerd Sam in chat says, hey, remember Ghostwire Tokyo where you could swipe the touchpad up, down, left, or right to select your weapon? And then that's a separate input from you just clicking?
Yeah.
Yeah, Killzone Shadowfall also did that. You might notice these games are, 10 years apart?
Right.
And yet they both somehow did that amazing technology.
Wasn't it a swipe to have your drone do something in that? I thought it was like, hey, yeah. So there were good ideas to use for the touchpad. No one will ever use that.
And no one's going to do that because everyone wants to make their homogenous game that works on every platform equally.
Uh-huh.
And no one other than Sony's ever going to put a touchpad on the controller, apparently.
I guess. They've been like staring at every other company and be like, hey, you joining us?
Nope. Sorry, bro.
God, since the PS4 came out.
Uh-huh. Yeah, it's been 12 years.
Yeah, that's all.
I mean, you can't complain about that when really we got the more obvious problem in the room that is the Xbox controller still not having any modern features when the Switch 1 did.
Uh-huh.
The Switch 1 had gyro and haptic feedback more in line with modern devices. How incredible of Microsoft to have just not given a shit for that long. And this is why I keep saying, I hate every time people give them an excuse.
Uh-huh. Yeah, no, they clearly just haven't been trying.
You don't understand that the PS4 was so popular, they had no choice, and the Xbox One launch was bad. I'm like, that doesn't excuse them not even trying on the controller side. Mm-hmm. What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, it's a division should be working on something.
They are so checked out on this shit and think they just deserve their marketplace position without trying. And, hey, look how that's going for them. Weird.
Yeah, I don't think I have anything else to say about Shinobi. I'm going to keep playing it. Hopefully I have a turnaround. Hopefully with just a few bad levels.
It's kind of weird because the plot between the two of these games, I'm actually more jiving with Shinobi than Ninja Gaiden. However, when it comes to gameplay ideas and execution, I'm definitely jiving with Ninja Gaiden more than Shinobi Art of Vengeance.
Yeah, no, I like Ninja Gaiden's like so just right out the gate great. Like every level's a lot of fun. I would probably give that game nearly a 10. Like it's so good. It's one of my favorite like 2D action games. And here I'm like, I guess those are neat ideas.
Yeah. I'm very excited for me to go through it. And Ninja Gaiden, of course, in a single week, as I just cram things down my gullet for Game of the Year. Any day now.
Yeah.
Probably, I'll be honest, probably next week. Things are lining up enough where next week's the week where I start Dynasty Warriors Origins and a Ninja Gaiden or Shinobi.
Okay.
This is it. It's really happening. I'd put this later into news, but I think that would assure, like, one, it's weird to call it a news story, and two, that would ensure maybe fewer people even would find out. I had some weirdly selective problems with my GameSir controller. I don't know if that was the emulator or what I was using. I have yet to replicate it. I need to do more testing, but every single other person who bought a GameSir is not having a problem like that. And you know my luck with things. Everyone knows my luck with things. So if you did order a GameSir, which they're $20, the GameSir T3.
I couldn't afford not to order one.
Feel free to test the shit out of it. The thing I had a problem was with L2. But again, that could have been Windows. It could have been the emulator. It could have been any number of things.
Right.
So I need to do more testing.
You might also be the only one who didn't order the PlayStation Gray one.
Aggro?
Yeah, that's what I've got.
Damn.
They could have this whole color that no one's tested.
This is the tax for being white. I'm like, oh no, they were right. BioShock cutscene plays. Never mind. Judas cutscene plays. Anyway.
It's really bizarre looking at this thing in PlayStation Gray. Xbox face button layout. Little colored dots inside the face buttons to denote which
Really?
PlayStation buttons they are.
Incredible.
That's great.
Yeah, no, I still really like the controller. I've been using it a lot. Like, I have been playing shit on it since and didn't have the problems I had the other time.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know,
I don't
man.
know. I have no idea. So I guess I have no choice but to play an absolute shitload more video games on this.
Hey, you can go shoot Ninja Gaiden Ragebound on that.
Does L2 do something?
I don't think so, actually.
Okay,
no.
yeah,
Now
that's,
I think
that
about
is
it.
a problem. Like, I can't play Super Nintendo games on it to test
That's
it because it
true.
doesn't have L2 RT. Oh, well. We'll figure it out. I will test it extensively with games like Dynasty Warriors Origins, where I'm positive L2 does something.
Yeah, for sure.
They used every part of the animal over there.
They did.
Yeah, anyway, glad we could cover that real quick. Hey, Bob, the other day, we played a video game.
We did.
Now, some people might say it's a little bit like Toho. They might say such a thing if they were to say, trying to make a stream title to get people interested. Because it features a damn near all-female cast, many of which are wearing maid outfits. It's very cute.
Yes.
2D, and it is Dojin soft.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, some might call it that. We played Rosenkreuz Stilett. Bob, talk about Rosenkreuz Stilett.
You ever play Mega Man?
What?
Like, you know, Mega Man 1-6 on the NES?
And then yes.
And NES.
And then
Yeah, it's that, but with cute anime girls.
Whoa.
It's
Huh.
I know, wild. There's also a lot more talking.
There are so many words.
Well, they got to be cute. They got to say stuff to be cute, I guess.
How many times did we call the fairy a good girl?
I think it was 3 times total. Like this is
I think we did it 4 times in one conversation. I was losing it.
Maybe.
It was like I was laughing so hard.
look at an important plot point. We needed to know that the main character calls the fairy a good girl.
That might be important. So it's better than Mega Man 1 on the 1 through 6 on the NES, asks someone in chat, or states someone in chat. I mean,
No.
it is cute anime girl.
I mean,
so
it's got, if that's enough to be better than Mega Man 1 through 6 on NES.
the funny thing is, like, you know, Chris showed up and correctly pointed out it is constructed from a lot of photo CD things.
It is absolutely.
It's so good, them using all of these sound libraries and image libraries you could buy.
And apparently just songs that are free to use, like
Yeah.
have shown up in other Dojin games.
It's great. It's got a really strong vibe of the time it happened.
Mm-hmm.
The time it happened, by the way, is 2007, I believe. One moment while I double check. It might have been older, like 2004.
Yeah, for some reason I thought it was
Yeah,
like
I think it is 2004. Because my brain thought 2004 at first, and I'm like, that's too old. There's no way. It's simply not possible. Okay, 2009 for the unofficial localization. So that's the date I'm seeing here. Can I get the release? 2007.
okay, all right.
There we go. There is also a sequel. This game's pretty fun. I really enjoyed people who never got to see the Mega Man Maker era of GigaBoots get to experience what was straight up a Mega Man Maker live.
Yeah, no, those every other level is cruel and unusual.
And somehow I drew most of them.
You did. I think I only got one of the really bad ones. The rest of you got.
I'm getting trolled by the game.
Which it was great that it's made a troll level. Just
Yes.
a bunch of just, oh yeah, this is the wall you can go shoot. No, it's not. Haha.
It's like the I wanna be the guy level. And of course, the boss on that one is like a little girl in a fucking squid costume, like Kigurumi or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely hilarious.
I think she was in a dinosaur outfit and had a squid on her head, like a little
She
baby
did have
squid.
the squid on her head. She did. Oh my God. One moment. Bosses, Rosenkreuz. This will be so easy. There's no way no one's gonna have. Okay, here we go. We got. Thank you, Rosenkreuz Stilett Wiki. By the way, aggro, everyone in this named Germanly. So we have Zorn Zeppelin,
Yep.
Sichte Meister.
Uh-huh.
I'm not even. Schwermutter Casasola Merkel.
Sure.
Sure. So that was cool. I just felt sad because we didn't have the Spanish version to balance this like Bleach.
Yeah, one of the magical girls was just Guts from Berserk.
It's true.
Ooh.
One moment while I try to find her. Good luck me remembering these damn names. There are a lot of them, and they're all in a character select.
it
So
looks
at
like-
the end of it, I'm just like,
In the wikis, of course, got the people from 2 as well. So it's like, who are you guys?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't remember a Sirach Fuller. I don't remember that. Yeah, there we go. That was the outfit she was wearing.
Okay, so like
it's not a dinosaur.
It's some sort of cat thing. Yeah.
Yeah, it's got some sort of cat vibes going to it. One moment. Enhance. There we go. So, anyways, that's the troll boss. She's pretty funny. It's a pretty funny game. Anyway, she was Fairmolta Casasola Merkel, by the way. So there you go.
It's funny because the main boss is like built up to be this insane person with insane amount of magical power. They're basically a god.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a Mega Man game, so she just has straight up Wily machines.
Yeah. She's like, I've ascended to being a god, and then she just gets in a Wily capsule.
Yeah.
You're like,
She even does the eyebrow thing.
it's true. Oh, I think I found her. Yeah, I found her. I found Guts. One moment. Now, keep in mind, she's using a red and black sword here, and I do not believe in one she does that. I think it's slightly different looking.
Yeah, it's a little bit more just black.
Can we get... There's the good filter. She's very cool. Anyways.
Calliope Mori jump scare.
Rosencoin Still Out was a fun stream. That was a good time. You know what else is a good time? Ridge Racer Type 4 every time, baby.
Yeah.
This is a good video game. Sip. I genuinely need to play every racing game on the PS1 just to show how far beneath.
Oh, yeah, that's got to be the best one, right?
It's got to be the best one. Chat, can anyone think of any racing games on the PS1 that can remotely step to Ridge Racer Type 4? I cannot.
Is Chat Moto actually good?
It's good.
Okay.
It's not that good. Fucking Racing Lagoon? Shit. I'm saying Gran Turismo 2? That's entirely possible. Again, I only really got into Gran Turismo with 3.
Yeah.
Also seeing Crash Team Racing. Crash Team Racing is really good. It's not, you know.
Yeah, I always, like, kart racers always put in a different category even, but, you know, I get it.
Mega Man Battle and Chase.
No.
I was better than I expected.
It was better than expected.
It was enjoyable.
It was still kind of bad.
It was better than I expected. I genuinely thought that would be absolute trash, and then I fell in love with it. Mm-hmm. Shocking me a lot. I need to play Racing Lagoon. Bob, when are we playing Racing Lagoon?
I don't know.
I hear we're going to learn a lot about cars through the lens of the 2 RPGs the guy has played, Final Fantasy and Saga.
God.
Aggro, are you aware of this? Racing Lagoon and this guy?
No.
Okay, so Racing Lagoon is a racing game made by Square Enix on the PS1, and it has like car PG mechanics to level up and tune your car. And the dude does not stop describing this. He's like, this stat is a lot like this stat in Saga or Final Fantasy. And it
Oh my
kills
God.
me.
I've seen that screenshot recently.
Yeah, that's that game.
God.
It got translated by fans, I think, last year or the year before.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Sorry, I just Googled this game. Made by Square Enix, you say?
I do. It's very subtle. By Hilltop, if I recall, says Mato B. Oh, you mean the same Hilltop I see right there saying, hell yeah, Racing Lagoon. Strange. Yeah, no, we really need to play it. We really need to fucking play Racing Lagoon.
Yeah,
we might as well put that on the next Donathon. Like,
Right, yeah,
stretch
that does
goal,
feel
because
like one of those.
people need to know. There are random overworld races.
How long is this game? Does anyone know?
I don't know. One moment. Racing Lagoon. How long to beat? Oh, it's just 32 and a half
Oh,
hours.
that's all. It's nothing.
Yeah.
That'll just be our Dissidia.
Yeah, it's, you know, it still wouldn't be our longest stream.
It would.
That would, if it's 32 or 32 and a half hours, it would not be our longest stream by 1 hour.
Yeah, I was like, it's getting close.
Chris played it last year, if I recall. I don't think Chris played it. I think Daihime played it.
Yeah, I didn't play Racing Lagoon.
Yeah.
I mean, I played it a little bit on my own, but I didn't. I didn't like play a whole lot of it.
Oh, okay. So,
Ridge Racer Type 4 is good.
I played a lot of PS1 racing games. I don't think any of them are remotely. I really enjoy Crash Team Racing. I would still put it markedly lower than Ridge Racer Type 4 because I don't know. Ridge Racer Type 4 has incredibly engaging stories with you and the race team manager. and the race team manager who's a lady who maybe falls in love with you by the end. And the race team manager who accidentally didn't yield his position to his teammate, so his teammate got too aggressive, pulled a maneuver, and died. And he still lives in the shadow of that to this day. There's a lot.
Yeah, there's a lot goes on.
There's a lot going on. There's a lot of drama in racing. And Ridge Racer Type 4 is a beautiful masterpiece of a PS1 game.
Yeah, I like how those stories are there and important, but it's only like probably, I don't know, like 10 paragraphs text at most. Like it's very small.
You mean per playthrough?
Yeah, per playthrough.
Oh, yeah.
But it's been impactful, and that's important to people. And
Yeah.
that sticks.
Yeah.
It would literally take nearly nothing to do that in a new game.
I know, and that's why I'm constantly incensed about it. Mm-hmm. I was disappointed in every Ridge Racer that didn't make that same decision from then on.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ridge Racer Type 4 is real good. It's a very, very good game. It's a very good game. This podcast room is full of meatheads. I have no idea what you're talking about. These are just some guys we like to hang out with at the gym. They're intellectuals. Thank you.
Of course.
They'll tell you about their favorite anime. They work for a PMC.
Oh, no!
Bob, what did we play last Friday?
Last Friday, we played The Puppeteer.
I think it's just Puppeteer.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. Chad,
That leaves room for The Puppeteer, the sequel. I think we both went in wanting to like this game a lot.
Oh, I was so sold on this game in advance. It being Sony Japan, it being a 2.5D platformer, it having this beautiful art style to it, it being full of whimsy. I think this game's terrible, actually.
Yeah, no,
Like-
it's like really bad.
I've listed every good quality just then. That and it's funny. There's some really good jokes in there, but it's buried. Hey, Aggro, you know that thing where like you can get a good joke out of a thing, but if it's absolutely buried in hours and hours of audio, just spoken audio, it kind of makes it worse somehow that it's funny 1 out of every 20 times.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of has a feel of the new Mystery Science Theater where it's like joke every second, and it's like one of these landed, but you've moved on.
Yeah, you rushed out the good joke in order to. Yeah, it's really tragic because it talks nonstop. I'm talking end to end across 10 hours of game.
Mm-hmm.
It's talking nonstop. It felt like if somebody took the horrible tutorial stuff in Little Big Planet 2 and made that the experience of just playing levels.
Whoa, Jesus.
Yeah, it's that tier. It's so unfortunate because there was some really cool stuff in it. It's really good. So there's Moon Bear King, who me and Bob kept calling Man Bear Pig.
As one does.
As one does. And he is stealing the souls from Earth children to eat. He's full of hatred.
Okay.
And he looks Oogie Boogie shaped. So their inspirations are obvious here. You are the puppeteer, I suppose. And you inhibit this doll body. And you can swap out heads. You unlock more and more heads to put on your neck in order to get things. Here's the thing. It's kind of structured in a way that would make you think Kirby. But the heads do nothing outside of the level will eventually have a blinking light showing you, I mean, literally a blinking light. It fades in and out. Showing you what head you need, and then you hit the do a dance button, and then it does something in the level. Like the level just magically does a thing. So it's all the frustration of Kirby's Dream Land 3 with none of the powers.
Yeah, none of the fun part, just that.
There are basically 3 types of gameplay. Kind of floaty, bad feeling platforming. A top
On the
down.
PS3, you say.
Yeah, on PS3. 30 frames per second, by the way. Top down view, kind of like Little Big Planet 2, where you will zip through lines of stitching using the scissors, and then you just need to jump over stuff that is, on the same plane as you, so you jump into the foreground. And yeah, that's all there is to that gameplay type. And then there's vehicle segment a la minecart. That's it for over 10 hours. It's truly terrible because like Little Big Planet 2 has tons of gameplay ideas. It being floaty is in service of you being able to have a level creator and make anything you want, and it works. You don't have to hard code anything to feel a certain way because you can make in 3 dimensions anything you want, so it's excusable. This feels just as floaty and does not have enough gameplay variety at all or enough interesting ideas for gameplay at all. It is so bog standard, and that's such a shame because I think the core story is neat, and I think some of the characters are really charming and funny. But then it's just too big. It's like if Yoshi's Island had no ideas. Which Yoshi's Island has all these different vehicle types, so
Right,
those have really different gameplay. And also, even within the platforming, which feels sharp in Yoshi's Island, and has ideas like throwing eggs, which is unique to that game. Even within that, it's overly developed and has ideas of like, okay, so when you go behind this plane, it'll reveal what's behind the frontmost plane, and then that'll help you find these secrets. And if you want to get the collectibles, because that's when they got collectibles crazy with red coins and other things, you can do that, and that's another layer on which this game operates. This game literally, do you have the correct head? I haven't unlocked the correct head yet. You don't get to dance. Keep moving, soldier.
It's like, what other gameplay things did they try? Oh, there was one level where you push boxes.
And it took them 7.5 hours to think of that one.
Yeah, no,
it was unreal. You do have the correct head. Terrible bonus level. Yes, it was like so sub Donkey Kong Country on what the bonus levels were that you would occasionally unlock with the correct head and dance.
but they all felt like they were parodies almost of Donkey Kong Country ones.
Yeah, it's so derivative it almost came off as a parody of that, but then it was subpar. Mm-hmm. It's really bizarre. Again, I want to stress, there are so many things to like about this game, but none of it is the content per se, and definitely none of it is the gameplay.
Yeah, the jump is so floaty and bad that if you're on a weird angle, you don't know which direction he's going to jump sometimes. Like if you're on a slope.
And it's
this is going to apply to the attack too. Your scissors sometimes will be like, okay, I'm going to hold up since I'm on this, but I'm on a slope. So that means I'm going to actually push to the side.
But it'll actually be weirder than that because this will happen for a pebble.
Yes.
Literally a pebble being on the ground near where you're standing.
Right. So not even a full slope or something easy to see. Just, oh yeah, there's a tiny ridge. It's
you trying to block this thing from directly above you actually had you angle the shield 45-degree angles off. And now you've been hit. It's such a shame. I cannot believe this came out within 2 months of the PS4, and I was like, it's a shame no one's going to play that because the PS4's here and we all hate the PS3 and we're so tired of it.
Yeah.
And then that comes out and I'm like, oh, this is like sleep medication, the game. And now, having beaten Puppeteer, I have to go, I think next the better game.
Yeah. Yeah. Unfortunately.
Part of it is that the story in Knack keeps moving, and the story in this keeps wanting to do genre parodies per world. So you end up in Western Cowboy world, and then you end up in aquatic underwater under the sea level. Mm-hmm. And it does this per world, which is wild.
And it feels like every level is way too long, and every level needs a boss because they want to have every Zodiac with the 13 Zodiacs a boss. It's like they don't have good ideas for any of these bosses. They end up just taking forever and being kind of poorly thought out.
It's not like I've seen Rare do longer bosses that were more grueling.
Yeah, of course.
But these are not
rare.
ideal. These are not ideal. It's so unfortunate. Like, it's so unfortunate. I don't think I've been heartbroken by a game and disappointed by a game this big, like this hard in a really long time. I'm trying to think what would be the next closest thing. I'm sure chat has an idea. But damn, dude. It's wild because, again, the visuals are great. There's so much charm and whimsy to a lot of what it's doing. Visions of Mana didn't disappoint me this much. You might note I gave that a relatively high score compared to my co-host.
Right.
Now, some of that was the plushie.
Yeah, and he didn't get a plushie for Puppeteer.
Even if I did, what would I have done?
Right, like that's not a classic of gaming.
How does it compare to Little Big Planet? Little Big Planet has a better campaign, both 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Hands down. Not even close. Absolute GOAT champion, those two compared to Puppeteer.
Also, the soundtrack is great in Little Big Planet.
It's true.
It kind of just faded to the background.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you got the Cheese Family song. The one that's like do 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 do.
Yeah, no, that's in Little Big Planet.
Oh, you were saying this one fades.
Yeah, and Puppeteer kind of just fades back.
Yeah. not enough personality. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it's I'm not someone who gasses up the platforming feel or the campaign or anything else in Little Big Planet. To me, everything that game does is a result of the fact it has to have a level creator that works and is so flexible and does all these things. So it's wild to me to play this, and in so many different ways, it's like, I'm also Little Big Planet. I'm like, you don't have a level creator. You don't have like this huge 4-player multiplayer component. There are so many reasons it makes no sense that you're like this.
It feels like some part of Sony Japan was like, well, that's how platformers are now.
I don't know.
Which seems crazy. It's like, no, only Little Big Planet was like that.
I don't know. But no, of course, Visions of Mana didn't disappoint me as much because I still enjoyed playing that. Like, I really did expect this to be a lot better. I really expected to enjoy this a lot.
Yeah, I think
you can go look at my fucking tweets promoting this, and you can tell.
Right.
Yeah, the director was Gavin. Trying to remember his last name, Gavin Moore, I believe. And we were talking about he came from The Getaway. So it's like a Sony Europe guy who ended up at Sony Japan during that era. Yeah, it's really weird. Like, I was talking to Bob about how I don't think a single PS3 game just completely succeeded past 2011. Like, I don't think, except for The Last of Us.
Oh, yeah, yeah, of course.
That's the one. That one sold gangbusters.
I'm... All I can think about is, man, I should replay The Getaway or try it again, because I remember renting that and just being super disappointed at the time. And it was like, that kind of lines up with how the Puppeteer feels.
Yeah, the thing with Astro is that it's a French dude and not a British dude.
You can tell because you don't kill any dogs.
Yeah, no, Puppeteer got into some real maiming of animals, but they're puppets, so it's okay. They're screaming and in horrible pain, but they're puppets. So it's okay.
God. Yeah, we killed that dog how many times?
I don't want to
twice.
I don't want to
twice.
I don't want to talk about it.
It ripped his brain out, I think.
I don't want to talk about it.
It was messed up.
I don't want to talk about it. And now chat's remembering how Puppeteer had the weird communism rant.
It did.
During a level that was like the weird, oh, they're so bloated from all the candy they ate. They have to roll around. And then the narrator was just like talking about food and then talking about communism and how that's a system that doesn't work and all these other things. And I'm like, I'm going through a lot right now, Cam. Can we put this on the back burner? Yeah. I was really disappointed by Puppeteer. Oh, yeah, we sawed off that tiger's teeth.
Oh, God, we did.
Yeah. Yeah, anyway.
In the next scene, the bad guy had made him into a rug.
That's fucking hilarious. I love that every time. Because he was a general of the bad guy, and the bad guy just literally made him a rug. And I was like, that's good. I hope he does this to everyone. And he didn't. That was weird. I expected every single one of his generals to end up being just like stuffed head, skin snake.
Yeah, because they're like that one seemed just as sentient as the others, so I thought that was going to be a trend.
Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, the game jackknives between being funny and good, and because it literally never shuts up. Because there's a narrator who talks nonstop, and then there are characters who also talk.
Yeah, because you have the narrator and then the girl who's always with you, the little fairy that flies around next to you, and she's always talking back to the narrator.
And there are really good gags in this game.
Oh, yeah.
There truly are. But oh my God. Anyway, I don't want to talk about it anymore. All I'm saying is the title of that stream was Sony Japan died because you didn't buy this game. Parentheses, it's okay. Still how I feel as it turns out. Before, it was okay because it was on the PS3. Who wants to buy a PS3 game in 2013? by that time, depression had really hit every person who owned one of these decrepit, shit-eating consoles that can barely function. And so even if you weren't like, oh boy, I hope I get a PS4 today, you probably still just go, oh man, I don't like that system.
Is there any
Talking
game,
about the PS3.
right? Is there any game they made between that and Gravity Rush 2?
Sony Japan?
Yeah,
Yeah, Gravity Rush 1 would have been before this, wouldn't it?
I think so.
Knack, because it was 2 months later.
Oh yeah, I forget that that's Sony Japan just because I'm like, well, it's Mark Cerny, and he's
he's
working with
white.
someone. He's working with someone, but I don't know who.
Yeah, it's Sony
he
Japan.
made the game.
He was just the director, yeah.
Okay.
Tearaway was not them. That was Media Molecule.
Yeah.
You might tell because that game has a fuckload of gameplay ideas and charm. Aggro.
Yes, sir.
Did you play both versions of Tearaway?
No, I don't think I ever played the other one.
And by the other one, you of course mean the PS4 one.
The PS4 one, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't remember its clever subtitle.
Unfolded edition.
I figured it had to do with folded, but I
Or-
couldn't tell if it was un or refolded.
Yeah, it's either un or just folded. I think it's unfolded, but it might be folded. I am so curious what that PS4 version does.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so curious. Because for people who don't know, Tearaway is like a magnum opus of using every fucking functionality and input of the Vita. And translating that to the PS4 seems impossible just because it's like you think of the first couple levels, so much of that's back touch.
Right.
Yeah, like that game did cool shit with the back touch. Unlike Escape Plan, which just used the back touch to tank my score.
Yeah. Yeah. Man, Escape Plan.
Yeah. A game that only Aggro ever played.
Oh, does it have the puzzle tag? Yes, yes, please. I will play it.
I think it's really funny that, to me, Escape Plan is the exact game that existed because platforms got exclusives and E3 was a thing. To me, that is exactly why that game exists, and that is exactly why anyone would ever know about it. And so since both of those things have died, there will never be another Escape Plan.
No, probably not.
There will never be that game again, unless somehow studio leadership at Sony changing enough. They're like, we need like 2 or 3 really tiny, compelling games for the PS6 launch.
Yeah, I was like, I feel like the closest thing wasn't even Sony. It was Snipper Clips.
Yeah,
Like
from Super Flash Brothers,
yeah, the the creators of
the decline of video games. I'm gonna keep
And
doing
more
this.
notably, Crow Country.
What? They did a video game. They did another video game. What? No way.
The more you bring it up, Dan, the closer we get to having to do cursed content on the fucking decline of video gaming.
It's a shame. Cursed content. I hate to break this news. It died the other day. It's terminal, chat.
It's not dead until you have to watch Food Fight, motherfucker.
God damn it.
No Escape from Fighting Foods.
No escape from crossing plate. I don't want to talk about Puppeteer anymore. It's a bummer.
Yeah, no.
I really did think I was going to like it. See, there's this thing where when we did our theme months based on classic Sony platformer games and other franchises, we often ended up in the one we thought we would dislike because they have bad reputations. And when, oh, this is actually pretty enjoyable, like Jack X Combat Racing. Wow,
Yeah,
pretty enjoyable.
And Jack 3.
And Banjo Nuts and Bolts.
Uh-huh.
And Sly 3. And that happens so many times. So it feels awful to come into this and be like, oh, this is going to be great. And
Oh,
be like,
Dexter.
And
Like, Dexter was good.
Or Knack 2.
Uh-huh.
And then we come into this and it's just like, you ready to be disappointed? And I'm like, oh, come on, dude. But not Deadlock. I mean, Deadlock's fine. Ratchet and Clank Deadlock,
Uh-huh.
not the new game Deadlock.
Don't worry. Nobody's talking about that either.
They're playing it.
They are.
They're out
Some
there.
people are.
They're out there.
And it'll probably do about as good as Dota 2.
I wonder. But will it do as good as the mobile Destiny game?
Yeah, it's good. Do great.
I mean,
Did they make a mobile game?
oh,
Or are we talking about how you go read all the lore on your phone?
Oh no. The mobile Destiny game just launched.
Oh,
Yeah, we covered
Yeah,
it on Big
it's-
Think a few months back. So I'm
Yeah,
surprised.
Yeah,
it
it's
just-
a mobile game, so I presume it will be having into service within a year.
yeah. No, I like it. I definitely filtered that out mentally.
Yeah, that's fair.
Mm-hmm.
But me and Bob, unfortunately, we have to play it,
Oh, no.
and I have to get a new phone in order to be able to play it.
There's a PC version.
Oh, cool. I think my
remember
PC might be able to run it.
the main thing I remember from the announcement is like, it's not. It's an alternate universe. Don't worry about anything that happens in this game. You don't need to worry about that.
Yep,
That's the main thing.
that's what
I mean, I
was
don't have to
worried
worry about
that
anything
the-
that happens in normal Destiny 2. You keep fucking taking it out.
Right?
Like, it's kind of hard to have a story when you just keep deleting chunks of it.
Yeah, I don't.
Maybe.
What are we worried about?
Yeah.
What are we worried about? We're inventing reasons to be worried here. Blizzard? Wait, no. Bungie? Other B. What are the other big B's?
Yeah, the big B's of gaming. They never let us down.
The bees. I think I kind of like calling them the bees, like they're fucking bees and they sting us.
Yeah, so it was what? BioWare, Bethesda.
Bungie, right?
Was it Bungie? I thought it was somewhere else.
Yeah, it's Bungie. Check
Okay.
confirmed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Binsomniac.
Binsomniac.
No, that's they make good games. This is the only companies that actually are make horrible nightmares.
But then one guy had a lot of confidence in it, and that was humorous forever. Oh, it's Blizzard, not Bungie. So
Okay.
there you go.
Okay,
Blizzard.
Blizzard.
Oh, that's even.
yeah, no, it was a really bad set. And now we can put them in Bungie and no one would even notice because it's that bad. Like, yeah, they've got all the scandals and all the like releasing terrible games history
Yeah, they
now.
literally have all the same track record in history and scandals and everything that all the others have. Mm-hmm. Amazing. Wonder why Sony changed leadership over there.
Man, big American video game companies.
They're great.
They're great.
They're great. The 4 Bs. Yep, we're calling it now. We didn't stream this, but Bob and I played Luminous, the new one.
Yes, Arise.
Yeah, there's a demo out for that.
Oh, sick.
Yeah,
Get on it quick. I think they take it offline September 2nd or something.
Gotcha.
Luminous Arise. Luminous Son of Skywalker, Rise of Skywalker, is that right?
Revenge of Skywalker,
Revenge-
I think.
Yeah, this demo's out now. Limited time. Holy shit. Hey, remember how like near the PS5 launch, we got a lot of stuff that looked really gorgeous and was like, whoa, next gen.
Mm-hmm.
And then since then, we've gotten a lot of Unreal Engine 5 slop that just looks worse than PS4 games. So this feels like a true successor to that. They made a version of Luminous that is the most completely unreal, gorgeous game of all time. It has insanely high resolution particle faces beatbox battling behind the fucking play field. And every fucking tiny square is an insanely ornate, like, how do you put this? It's like,
One is like a super complex transparent box that has little orbs inside it that fluctuate and shift whenever you shift the cube. Like there's some.
it's like an ivory tile piece.
Yeah, every one of them is insane looking.
It is gorgeous.
It's probably the prettiest game ever made.
Yeah, it is. It is insane. They added a new mechanic, which is really bizarre. You build meter as you clear stuff, and then you engage. Do you remember
Burst mode.
Burst mode. Burst mode pauses the scan out, And the larger of a square you make, the more of the opposite color that is near it, it will launch off of the playfield. So you can then keep building a bigger and bigger square. And then it will, after a set amount of time, which is different depending on whether or not you started this at 50% or 100%, it will actually do the scan out, and all of that of the opposite color will slam back down and thus connect with itself too.
Mm-hmm.
It is insane. It is really damn good. It's very obviously inspired by Tetris Effect, because the same company made Tetris Effect, for people who don't know. This is great. This is stellar. I sat here playing this going, man, why couldn't we get a normal full-scale console Lumines during the PS3? Why couldn't we do that? And it's like, was it just publisher faith? Like, publishers are like, no one buys puzzle games.
Yeah, maybe it's because the PS2 one didn't do good.
But it was the PS2 in like 2006
I know, it was a super
or
late
7.
PS2 game.
No one even paid attention to those. There's so many PS2 versions of PSP games no one noticed.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, how many people in here played the PS2 version of Archer McLean's Mercury? Okay, then. Who played Jack and Daxter Lost Frontier on the PS2? I'll wait. The music in this good. Visuals are good. New mechanics neat. This is awesome. You play it online, though, and it's delay-based netcode, so it immediately just feels like shit. Yeah. And that's unfortunate.
I was surprised how quickly the sickos got on there.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it's nothing but super freaks.
Yeah, if you watch the Lumines stream we did, because it was on the list of really good games we were going to force y'all to watch if you kept Timer Chan going, and then you did. I did that run in a single go and just beat the game. Mm-hmm. Did the hour-long or whatever loop. Those people wrecked me. Like, I had a long battle, but it felt futile.
Right.
Is this game PSVR 2 compatible?
I actually don't know.
I thought it was announced for that, but
it certainly could be.
Yeah, they talked about putting it on VR.
Okay. Yeah,
good.
Like,
this will be stellar like that.
God, can you imagine just chameleons like that?
Yeah, they have. We were talking about how there should be new. Was it a chameleon or a gecko?
It was a chameleon.
We should have new Game of the Year category that's like most realistic chameleon, because it is the highest fidelity shit you've ever seen. I mean, we're talking about a PS5 that all it needs to render is that in a 2D playfield,
right? I just thought about. I think they're chameleons in Metal Gear Solid 5 or Metal Gear Solid 3 Delta. Because I believe you can eat those in the original game, so it has some competition.
There you go. It's got some competition. If Konami would send us that code, we could check it out.
Right, because we're not.
We're gonna shut up, man. We would love to check it out.
We would love to check it out.
We would love to check it out.
I hear there's a cool game mode in there.
I hear there's some sort of cool platinum thing.
Yeah, there's a guy who's pretty savage.
He's pretty savage. It's got a cool beatbox theme song, like hip hop. It's like, oh, savage. Yeah, the chameleons like jam out to the music as you're playing it. They're head bobbing and just like poof, poof, poof. All the animation works stellar.
I think they even fist bump.
Yeah. No, it's good. They got like the tail going.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, no, this is good. It's apparently going to be $40. There's a pre-order discount. There's no way I'm not getting this. I bet it will look awesome on PSVR 2. The funny thing is Tetris Effect was PSVR 1, but our TV, a far more limited TV, made it look so good that I was like, I don't like playing this in VR.
Right.
But with the power of PSVR 2, with the much wider field of view and all in the HDR and the OLED screen inside of it, I bet that will be a stellar way to play that fucking game. I'm very excited. God, it's going to be good. It's going to be good. Did you have anything you want to say about it other than that?
Not really. You get through the 3 different music or songs they give you. You just want to keep playing. Mm-hmm. It's cruel. It's like, oh yeah, it comes out in November.
Also, the structure of it as a normal single player gameplay thing is more like Tetris Effect 2. And I think that's really cool. I'm very excited to dive into that more. And it still has a missions mode. So that's good too.
Okay.
Tetsuya Mizuguchi carrying the PSVR 2 on his back. Yeah, Humanity was also PSVR 2. And that was really cool to see. Yeah, this game's gorgeous. Try the demo. If you don't know what we're talking about, it's Lumines, Lumines, Arise. Lumines Arise. Demo out now. Do you know what all the demo's on?
I think it's on PC and PlayStation, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it's on PC even.
That comes out 2 months from now, I believe. Was it November?
I think it's
like
November.
2.5.
Yeah.
2.5. Very, very cool. People confirm it's on PC. Cool. Okay. Bob.
Yeah.
What else have you been playing?
I actually had a chance to finish up Wuchang this week.
Huh.
I got the worst ending.
How did that
That's
feel?
pretty impressive. Usually that's hard to stumble into.
Well, I did some things that I was like, this is almost certainly bad. He has lots of bad vibes. Here you go, have this. Because I thought, well, maybe if I empower this guy, I will then get to fight him later and
take it back.
yeah, to like become even more powerful or something. No,
Okay, chat. We can't trust Bob to fight Cell. He will give Cell a Senzu bean.
yes, that's kind of what I did. But it was vital to the plan. I'm tempted to go through it again, but they keep updating this game a lot, so I'll probably just wait, like give it a few months, see what they do, see if they make it run better, add anything else to it. Because we went over a few weeks ago of how they completely changed the way that some bosses now they don't even die when you beat them. They like sit down, then you can talk to them, which is really weird. So I wonder what else might be cooking. But yeah, some of the stuff near the end there is really cool. Lots of good boss fights. You get some really overpowered magic that'll make a second playthrough way easier.
Always fun.
I got one that gives me a shell. Like it really put up a shield. They have to hit a few times to get through. So it's like, yeah, I don't even need to be like a magic-based play character to use that. I can just be like, okay, now I'm going to hit you with the strongest hits possible. You can't stop me. There's also one that could do auto dodge, but that one's a lot more limited. Like, okay, it's only up for like 10 seconds or so, and it takes a second to put up and stuff like that. So it's not as cheap. But yeah, lots of neat stuff in there. I'm pretty excited to play more of it. I think that was, yeah, it's one of the better Souls-likes I've played, which I would rank it up there somewhere in the Dark Souls like original set. Which usually these random companies, what's up?
Like game feel wise, is it more like Dark Souls or is it like Neo?
It's way more like Dark Souls. It's
really that kind of surprises me with how it looked.
yeah, no, it's a lot slower paced. There are those mechanics talked about before with different ways to parry and stuff like that, but it doesn't have like a loot system like Neo or anything like that. It doesn't have more complex combos. You get a few extra moves per weapon, but there are way fewer weapons to make up for that. Yeah, it's definitely just, I would put it somewhere around, like, it's trying to do some Bloodborne stuff, it's trying to do some regular Dark Souls stuff. But you get like the weapons that have like a special move for it. That have, like, one of them's literally the chain whip or chain sword, so it whips around. And it feels like other ones have that sort of Bloodborne energy to them. And you don't have a jump button or anything. They didn't try and make it super actiony. They definitely... It's very much more on the regular Souls side. But that's all I really have to say about that. I wish that it didn't look Unreal 5e.
Yep.
That's the main thing.
Speaking of, we haven't played it. We don't have a code for it. But some stuff's been coming out. Showing up Metal Gear Solid 3 Delta.
Yes.
Hey, just want to make a point here. If the whole purpose of this remake is that this game from 20 years ago looks better, maybe it should look better. And I don't mean that in a sort of like Dark Souls or Demon Souls remastered sort of way of like, oh, they ruined the artistic intent. I mean, it should have image quality that's not so bad it's unreal. This is... It's like I expected it to hold up a little bit better than Silent Hill 2 Remake. And in fact, I think it ended up even worse. Like way worse.
Yeah, that's...
I think it's just that Virtuos is not like a very high-end porting studio doing all these UE5 remakes.
Uh-huh.
So like I can't imagine they're polishing them up performance-wise before pushing them out the door.
If Unreal Engine even has the capacity to do that at a meaningfully medium-sized studio, feels like you have to be the absolute top end and care immensely to rip and tune the image quality and all these other things so that way it looks good at all. Unreal Engine 5 is like an engine for people to just shit out garbage, it feels like.
But get good screenshots.
Yeah, because you're going to freeze the game state and let it render native pixels for every pixel on screen.
Yep. It's great.
This is possibly the worst I've ever seen it be. Really? Like, genuinely, I think this is the worst Unreal Engine 5 has ever looked outside. Like, it and Immortals of Avium are fighting in the deepest pits of hell. Digital Foundry put out their image comparison, and I'm sitting there going, wow, the PS5 Pro does fix that it doesn't look like a broken JPEG anymore. Like, they have zoomed in shots where a person moves their arm, and one of them, like, checkerboard pixels are missing and also what looks like artifacting all over it. And the other one has a solid arm. But here's the thing. The performance is so low that the source resolution before it gets shoved into PSSR is so low that it's still just kind of weirdly smooth no matter what. So I'm just sitting here and I'm like, the whole point of this is that it's supposed to look better.
Uh-huh.
What the fuck? And that's $70.
Yeah, that's still wild.
Eventually, this is going to start impacting the way these games perform. If it hasn't already, and it's just getting covered up by the $70 debuff. Like if like the thing's already fatally poisoned, can you tell if it has alcohol poisoning?
It's Hermeshi says, it's funny looking at the early days of you guys shouting use Unreal, and now everyone has it. It's for the worst.
Yes.
We were talking
Unreal
about Unreal
4.
4.
Yeah.
In fact, every single time Dan brought up Unreal 5 and features that they were talking about, we said, that sounds bad.
Yeah, it's like, oh,
And
Nanite
turns out they
good.
were bad.
Oh, every other end of this is like ruining image quality. Oh, cool, great, awesome, fantastic, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy, dude.
It was really fun. The whole lead up to 5, like, man, these tools sound amazing. How did they implement this in a way that isn't going to destroy a game's ability to run? Oops.
It's a funny thing.
The amazing thing is early on when PSSR came out and PS5 Pro came out, there was this whole thing of like, oh, it's such a bad temporal upscaler because all of this radioactive garbage, all this artifacting ends up on the screen. And I'm like, or there's a really good possibility the core image quality being shoved into it is garbage. And then we saw that time and time again, where it's literally, oh, this shadow is radioactive. Oh, this other thing is radioactive. In Metal Gear Solid 3 Delta, the indoor lighting is completely fucked because it's, software lumens. And the core resolution of the indoor shading, because, being indoors makes it more intense to deal with. It has to be more accurate every frame because you don't have this broad global illumination thing. You're indoors. All of the lights are near you. So you literally look at the indoors footage in Metal Gear Solid 3 Delta and every shadow's radioactive. And that's on the PS5 Pro version. It's such a fucking nightmare out here. The point was to look good.
Can this game even look good on like insanely high-end PCs?
Well, I was confused when I looked at footage for some sort of savage guy.
Uh-huh.
And it didn't look terrible immediately, like outrageously. And I was like, what? Oh, it's PC.
Oh, also that's made by Platinum and almost certainly not Unreal. It probably
it had signs that it was Unreal.
Okay.
But who knows? It could be the case that it's not Unreal.
I mean, they probably had to hire a bunch more people from everybody that left. Maybe they just switched to Unreal.
It's entirely possible. The current direction of Platinum doesn't make me think
It's true.
they will only use their engine forever. And besides, this wasn't even their contract work on this. This isn't like their game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know though. But based on that footage, I'm kind of like, oh, the PC version almost looks good. Besides, let's just say the shit you don't hear people say enough. If the game looks good on a 4090 or 5090, guess what? The game doesn't look good.
Yeah, those aren't machines for people.
This is a productivity machine. This is not a normal machine. A $2,000 GPU is not worth considering as any level of market demographic. Not for a fucking video game. So yeah. Anyway, I just found that really bitterly depressing.
Mm-hmm.
That it was, hey, you know that thing where the whole point is to look pretty? Its image quality is rock fucking bottom and it's never been worse. Oh, neat. Oh, and the console that's sole job is to fix this? Yeah? Because of all the shit we put on screen, the core resolution we're plugging into that's still pretty bad. So it's still really smooth. And I'm like, oh, so this is a PS6 game. I'm glad we're making those 2 years early.
Uh-huh.
And that the ones of those we're making 2 and 3 years early are just PS2 games. This is a really sane thing we're doing. So anyway, we may now move on. Hey, Bob, what else did you play?
I also tried out, they released today, the Lost Soul Aside demo. I've hardly been able to play it, but I got to do a little bit.
Oh, because you have a Japanese PSN account.
Yes, I downloaded that from my Japanese account. It's just, it's a regular, it's got every language. I was able to play it in English just fine. So I got to play a little bit of that.
Mm-hmm.
It does look cleaner than I'm used to. And I was like, oh, right, this is probably Unreal Engine 4. Crazy.
It's almost like a PS4 game running in 4K looks better than any Unreal Engine 5 game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Fun fact, a lot of those features that are in 4 that prevent these sort of things literally aren't supported in 5.
Cool.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Like once again, like, I'm just going to point at God of War Ragnarok on the PS5 and be like, why do you need a game to look better than that? Million quotation marks around better than that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because basically there isn't a game that looks better than that.
Yeah, it's so stupid.
Yeah, it's really dumb. But Lost Soul aside, I haven't been able to play much, but so far, the combat is not as good as I was hoping for. Movement feels really stiff between moves. It seems like the only way to break out a combo is doing a dodge. So you don't have that many different combos per weapon. Like, it seemed like I had a just 4-hit square combo, and then I could hit triangle during that, and it would always do one specific move. That would be the launcher. So I couldn't do like any sort of more complex moves than that, and I'd have a charge square move, and that'd be separate. But there didn't seem like a whole bunch going on. And what was really worrying is every enemy seems to have a gauge, and I need to fill up that gauge before I can even do a launcher to them. Like, I can't knock them out of there. I can't even get them to react to my moves until I filled up this gauge. So that doesn't feel very fun. The main thing I was able to play was actually a challenge room I ran into. It was like the first thing I ran into in this demo, which maybe your game isn't structured right, or your demo is not structured right. If that's the case, like, I should probably play a little bit of the normal game before I accidentally find your challenge room. So it could have just been the things were really amped up there, and that's why they were literally not reacting to hits. So there's that. I still have some hope that the enemies will be a bit more reactive, a bit more fun to play with than this, where they kind of are brick walls, and you just need to be always fighting cautiously and looking for either timing a dodge or timing a parry. The parry, weirdly, you can block normal attacks, but you can only parry and get a big payoff for it if it's a attack that has a blue circle on it. And when you do that, they fall over and are down for a second, so you can hit them a few times.
This is what we call the banana peel moment.
But you can always do the perfect dodge, and that gets you a charge of a a dash attack that's quick and does a little bit extra damage. It didn't seem like super substantial. It was more like just cool looking. Yeah, I need to dig more time to dig into it, but generally it just doesn't, like, the movement and attacks just don't feel as good as I was hoping they would. Like, that it does not feel like they nailed that even with the 7 years or so of dev time. But it looks really nice. This story is fully voice acted, but the way it started out is you ride it on a boat, and then you're with this lady, and then you two just stand next to the boat talking, like completely still, just standing there staring at each other, talking like it's a Genshin cutscene or something.
Ooh.
It was really weird. I need to hear more of the dub, but it's like I think that the main dude is fading in and out of an accent, and I can't tell which one. So we'll see how that goes.
Cool. What is he? Me doing voices for a stream?
Right? That's what it kind of felt like. It was like, so wait, British? No?
No? You sure? Are you sure? Are you sure?
But yeah, I did not get to play that much of it yet. I do want to. I want to have some confidence still get better, but that did not read too well from the outset.
But you are getting it.
That's the plan, unless I play a demo more tonight and like, oh no. Because the demo did seem like it was large.
What if the demo's really old, actually?
That'd be nice. I doubt that. I don't know why the demo is out the day the game is, basically. Like, weird choice.
Gentlemen, randomly in the middle of this podcast, this has come to my attention via Plush Mayhem on Blue Sky that apparently you can go to the grocery store and just buy the pile of cheese.
Mac and cheese
for your
sauce?
mac and cheese sauce. Yes.
Sauce?
Yeah, you're just
Jesus.
you could do that.
What?
That's a thing you could do.
By the spoon, too.
I mean, like, big picture, it's more economical. It's better for the environment to just
It's true.
buy it by the
Ship-
scoop and put it in your
Ship
own
the
container.
powder. Yeah, exactly. Ecologically friendly giant pile of cheese sauce.
Yeah, but it's also mac and cheese powder by the scoop.
Right?
Yes. Why are you judging me? Yes, I filled my pockets with it. What do you hand covered in it? I'm jealous. I'm deeply
Right?
I'm deeply jealous.
And I'm curious. What if they're really good at making mac and cheese sauce? What make it better than you do? What if
Maybe. At very least, you could use it as a key ingredient in some other sauce you're making.
it's true.
It saves you the trouble of getting, like, what is it, sodium phosphate or whatever, the thing that makes cheeses melt better. So you don't need to buy that chemical or whatever separately. You could just focus on, well, I have this, and now I'm going to add some other cheese. Dan coughing loud orange smog. Yes, exactly. There was a tiny bit of text on that I saw at the last second that was like, ask an employee for baking directions.
Huh.
I'm just gonna
Gonna
burn
make some
this.
fucked up cornbread.
Oh, that sounds really good, actually. That sounds that would be fucked up. It'd be like, oh, this is good. Oh, this will be the end of me.
Right?
This is not something I should plan to cook again already, one bite in.
Oh, yeah. One other weird thing in Lost Soul. It has a stamina gauge. It's
Okay.
only for dodging and blocking. But it's still there. And I'm like,
Huh.
maybe don't.
Well, I mean, I appreciated not being on attacking.
Yeah, absolutely.
I like that. Bob, I want the powder.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
just-
you mean the goo?
Yeah, I just want the powder. I mean, it's not a goo.
It's not a goo?
No, that's the powder that
That
comes
look-
in a box.
Oh, I thought that was a goo.
No,
I
no,
thought it was
Oh my
fluid.
god.
Yeah, no, that's
Bob,
That's-
you existed in a horrible timeline for a minute there.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
that makes way
Sandy.
more. That makes way more
Ready-made
sense.
mac and cheese sauce. Fuck.
Yeah, just take a scoop.
Yeah, and then you put it in your piping bag.
I was astounded they had a clean spoon. Like,
I was already concerned about the hygienics of this, and
No, you bring your own piping bag, and then you fill it up, and you could bring it to our cafe, so you could cover whatever food you get from there in our delicious cheese sauce. You bring your balloon to fill with the cheese. For any Americans who are looking at this is Canadian. That is not $12 for a pound. Also worth noting, a pound of this is an insane quantity.
Yeah,
Think about how small the packet is in a fucking box of mac and
How much
cheese.
mac and cheese are you making, bro?
So much.
I'm making smoke bombs.
Where did he go? The federal government shows up to my house, and then I go full cheese ninja.
I need to find out the kanji for "it ain't easy" being cheesy for when I do my cool ninja slash, and then the attack name shows up.
So, Bob, now that you know it's not a goo,
Yeah.
just a vat of lukewarm goo, is the cheese sauce mix more appealing?
Yes. It was pretty scary before that, honestly.
Okay, well, that's great. You know why?
Was that?
It's the background now.
Oh, no.
We're just hanging out in the cheese. Bob, did you play anything else?
No, not really.
Okay.
I did watch more footage of stuff from Gamescom.
Okay, like what?
Like Onimusha.
Oh, Onimusha.
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 Way of the Sword.
Way of the Sword.
But yeah, that game looks really good.
Yeah, it does.
It looks kind of insane, like how the visual quality of it. And then they showed the map that looks just like the RE4 map, which is always nice. You get to imagine all the little things that'll pop up on there when you find. And then the combat looks really fluid and also like super heavy.
Yeah.
You know how people say that about Souls games, but a lot of time that just boils down to, yeah, your attack animations are slow. No, this is like, oh, you do a parry, but then that means that guy's knocked off his guard and like stumbles into the wall or something.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And when you do a heavy hit, you like get your sword stuck in them and then have to yank it through to cut them in half.
So, Bob, I can't help but notice this means next year's the Way of the Samurai. The year of the samurai.
Kind of.
So,
because we have that Neo 3 that's on the edge, but it's got samurai and ninja.
And samurai.
And then we got Onimusha, which is just samurai.
So maybe this is like a transitionary point. We go through Neo into Onimusha, and this is just like a gradient.
Right.
So next year's all samurai, baby. Yeah, no, that actually Onimusha looks great.
Yeah, that looks insane.
We should
It
probably
does look pretty good.
we should probably prepare our audience now. We talked off content. Based on what we saw, I don't think interest is very high from us in Resident Evil 9. Just so you all know, so you can prepare yourselves emotionally for when we maybe don't like that game. Still interested, still want to play it.
Yeah, I don't want to drop $70 on it. That's for sure.
Yeah, I'm definitely not dropping $70 on a horror focused RE. I'm sorry, I want the action movie slop.
Yeah,
both Bob and Chris really like that more.
Yeah, no, I'm like the lowest action one you can go is 3.
Meanwhile, I really like 7, and I don't doubt this will be better than 8, but I need it to be better than 7.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to be better than 7. That kind of feels like a thing that they're going to have a lot of trouble doing again.
Yeah, no, it's not easy. It's not easy.
I also saw a lot of footage of Pragmata. Pragmata looks
Prega Man?
No, God, no, don't even say that.
Okay. But it's secretly Mega Man.
It might be. We talked, I think, last week or so about the Cyber Elf.
Yes.
Apparently, it's going to have a kind of more open, almost Metroidvania-like structure. At least that's what people were guessing from what they played.
Cool.
It's like, oh, there's like this is a large station you're exploring, and how you get new abilities to get new places. That sounds really good.
Do we have a date?
I think it's still just 2026. I don't think that they actually.
Okay, yeah,
gave us
that's
a
what I
date.
thought too.
But yeah, I have to wonder if. I assume it's going to be first and then Onimusha later in the year, but it might be the other way around.
Yeah, I think Onimusha is coming out first quarter next year.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. In fact, I said that joke about Neo being the transitionary point. I actually have no idea when Neo is coming out.
I think I'm pretty sure that one's also early in the year.
Why is my browser
Yeah, they usually
full of
release
cheese?
their stuff early.
Yeah, they usually do shoot for February or so at Team
Man,
Ninja.
they sure did make that one long shit, didn't they?
They did.
I
Okay.
could see Bob be like, "What the fuck is Wolong? Oh, that thing nobody cares about."
Yeah, no, it says here just 2026. Never mind. I thought
Okay.
they announced it. What about Neo 3? One moment. What are the big releases for the rest of this year? Neo 3 is also 2026, but it says early 2026. The big releases for the rest of this year is Ghost of Yotei,
Mm-hmm.
Ninja Gaiden 4. We have a thing in the
Yeah, we
podcast
do.
Discord. Let me just look at that real quick.
Hollow Knight. That's next week.
Is it really?
Yeah, because it was 2 weeks out last week.
Mhm.
Is that how that works?
That's how it works.
Pokemon Legends of ZA. A lot of people put. I wouldn't put money on Metroid Prime 4. I hope so, but I really just want it to be good. So if it has to get delayed, that's whatever.
Out now.
God, that's not going well, is it?
I guess not.
Sonic Cross Worlds and Kirby Air Riders. Oh, you wrote Air Ride. You're a fool, a moron, a doofus. It's Air Riders.
Oh yeah, it's on Crossworld. This thing is doing their beta this weekend, so I get to find out
It
just how
is.
bad that game is.
They sent me an email.
I mean, it might be good. It might be great.
It might. It really worries me when my biggest Sonic fan friend, Starlet, is immediately not liking it. That's a bit of a concerning point of data.
Yeah, if she was even like,
More neutral.
yeah, if you're just being neutral for her would be like, oh, it's bad, isn't it?
She was really, really not a fan of various things about it. So that has me concerned, but I would really like to try it for myself.
Right. There's not that thing that came out recently of like they aren't going to have any voice lines for all these guest characters.
I know.
Which is just like, what are you doing? You're charging people money.
The best part is they like did this back to back with me seeing a funny clip with Rouge and Sonic. Did you see that clip?
No.
So it's a pre-race banter between Rouge and Sonic. And Rouge is just like, it's a race. Keep your eyes on the road, boys, or something like that. And then Sonic goes, you should know me. I'm great at handling curves. And I'm like, that's hilarious. One moment, the other characters don't have voice lines. You have literally taken the biggest plus about this and just immediately derailed it. Fuck, dude. In a 24-hour blue sky cycle. It's like, man. So anyway.
Yeah. Yeah.
What were you gonna say, Chris?
Yeah, go for it, Chris.
It's just so stupid.
Yes.
It's so difficult to deal with.
But yeah, with Pragmata, also it might fill that hole of action Resident Evil because it has like quick dodges and all sorts of cool weapons. So seemingly RPG mechanics as well. So maybe that will be their answer to like, well, you don't get a cool Resident Evil, but you get this.
Yeah.
Maybe.
No, it looks great. I think it will fulfill that need perfectly. The real question is, will Resident Evil Requiem be a good 7-like game? Because 8 is, and I've always thought that this is why I sat out on that podcast, really fucking by the numbers and extremely half-baked. I think that game is great for 1/4 of it.
Yeah, no.
There's some neat shit in that game. Don't get me wrong. But Jesus Christ, man, after 7, what a disappointment. I actually really liked 7, but holy shit. I was like, I don't even want to talk about this on shit. Leave me out. Not interested. Bob, you can have the controller for the rest of the stream. Yeah, no, so the worst case scenario is that I feel the same about 9. That would actually really depress me. Because I think Resident Evil has been doing great lately. Broadly. I think 7, 2 remake, 3 remake, 4 remake, and 8 kind of dragging it down a bit, but having some somewhat neat DLC and lore stuff that's interesting. I was like, cool, neat. No, Resident Evil, feeling positive about it. But if 9 is like really disappointing to me, which I can't imagine it having new main character and everything else makes it, compelling and interesting in a way. And
Right,
that
yeah,
monster is deeply horrifying. That monster they showed,
it is really good to have, like, I feel like that will instantly be an upgrade over 7A because she's a character. Like, we get to see her.
Yeah.
She's like a person.
And we get to see her face. And we have cutscenes with story and flashbacks and stuff.
Right. She's connected to the overall storyline. Like, all
And
that.
she has
really
Resident Evil Deep lore connected to her. Yep. Oh, that's weird. Tiff has renewed their sub for the 9th month. Any reason you've been summoned here to the big cheese dimension? Yeah. I'm excited for what Capcom's putting out next year.
Yeah.
Broadly, especially, because
Right, it's
Pragmata,
kind of-
Onimusha look great.
It's crazy that, like, this year I feel like all they got out was Monster Hunter. Right? And that's been, like, even as not
They're
a big
not
fan, like, that's been not critically panned, but a lot of people are upset.
Yeah.
Like, just because of the way it performs.
It's
and
definitely
content.
seemingly the least well received Monster Hunter in a bit. When is the Monster Hunter Stories? Like, didn't they announce
They
one of those?
announced one.
Yeah.
And for Switch, Twitch 2, I think.
Did they announce that? Did they announce when that was? People are saying next year. Okay, so yeah, next year. Next year.
They released Monster Hunter Wilds and like, oh, we need to sit down for a bit.
Do you think COVID's to blame for this weird bubble? Because that might time out with how long video games take.
Maybe.
Yeah, it just feels like this year's a weird bubble. Like, Wilds is, it.
Yeah, Wilds and I guess DLC for Street Fighter, and like that's not
that's shit ain't
right. Like that's not enough to be
I like
like
Street Fighter 6, but come on, that's not. It's like if I were trying to say Namco's doing great this year. They put out Tekken DLC. Like that's not fucking.
What did Capcom release last year other than Dragon's Dogma?
That might have also been.
Yeah, they might have had two slow years here. Wait, wasn't
there?
Yeah,
I think
they did something. Kunitsugami.
Okay.
Oh yeah, Kunitsugami.
The game you can pretend is brand new for your Switch 2.
Yes.
Because no one played it. Except for Bob. And Acro? Question mark?
I played it.
Okay. Sure you did. But yeah, I just want to say that I'm probably the most optimistic about Resident Evil 9, but also incredibly fucking concerned. But it's okay. It'll look great on my 4090. Fun fact, Chad. Apparently, if I want good performance, though, using the highest end mode, I'm going to need a 5090. So I'm going to have to get a brand new GPU. My 4090 is just not enough. I need 32 gigs of VRAM. 24 isn't enough. I'm very excited for when the benchmarks come out on that for the 4090 versus the 5090. It's kind of funny that the 4090 was like the last great GPU they made, but it was still such a high price that it was like, it's a great GPU for the price. The value's there. However, oh my God, the price is huge.
Yeah.
It's so irrelevant to most people. Like, chat, there's no way I own that if we didn't run GigaBoots.
Right, of course.
There's literally no way. It's literally used for us encoding all of these streams while we're live and dealing with all this other shit. There's literally no way I would ever fucking own a 4090 if we didn't run GigaBoots. Ain't no fucking way. Anyways, John says Resident Evil 9, John Linneman from Digital Foundry, says Resident Evil 9 looks great on the PS5 Professional. They didn't have the PS5 normal at Gamescom. So,
weird. Okay.
So
I bet that's how they showed off Onimusha in Pragmata as well then.
I think some of these were at NVIDIA's thing.
Oh, okay.
So some of those may have been PC.
Those most had PlayStation prompts from what I saw.
Okay, so then I would assume those were all PS5 Pro.
Probably. Which, Pragmata Girl's hair, it's probably the best rendered hair I've seen in a video game.
Yeah, I love when Capcom does that.
It's crazy.
The Resident Evil 4 remake hair, that's hair mode, is like nuts. It's incredible. Anyways, we gotta move on. Bob, anything else?
Nope, that is it.
Dr. Aggro, what you been playing?
I have been barreling through 100 Line Defense Academy.
How are your defenses?
Have you completed the intro yet?
I don't know.
I've been told you'll know, so I guess you're still in the intro.
Yep, that sounds right.
You know how they say Final Fantasy 13 has a 30-hour tutorial? 100 Line apparently has a 50-hour tutorial.
I like this game more and more the farther I get into it, which is specifically the result of a magic trick this game pulls off, where the game opens up and you're introduced to this this cadre of characters, and they're awful. Their designs are weird, and their personalities are one note and bad, and you realize you've gotten on a bus with the worst people in the world, and you're stuck here for hours and hours. And somehow, this magical genius hack has made me grow attached to some of the weirdest, shittiest people I have ever met, except for one character who's still a dirtbag and they know who they are.
Is it Gaku?
No. I love Gaku now.
We'll see if that holds up through 100 different endings.
Yeah, we'll see. But no, there is one character I don't want to spoil, but they are a giant dirtbag, and the game acts like we resolved that issue, and we did not.
Didn't we have a talk about responsibility? What's this?
I also the combat in this game is fascinating. It's square grid-based tactical combat. And the way they hash it out with having a bajillion characters sometimes is that you start the round with a certain number of action points. And you can spend those action points to basically have a character take a turn. And after they take a turn and do an attack, they're in a fatigued state. You can still spend an action point to have them do another attack, but now they can only move one square orthogonally. Unless they take the defense mode action, which gives them a couple points of armor and lets them move again because it removes the fatigue state.
This will be on the test, Bob. I hope you've been taking notes.
If you defeat one of the mid to larger enemies, you get an action point. So if you do a move that takes 2 of them out at once, your turn was basically net negative on your action points. So you can set up incredible rounds in this game where you start with 8 action points and you take like 20 fucking turns, and then you've built up enough voltage by taking your turns to just dump super moves on the boss.
Nice.
It is a very, when you're looking at it, it's a very simple system. Like everybody has like 3 moves and then a couple of standard moves that everybody has, like dash and defense mode. And out of that, they build a really snappy, fast-paced battle system. Like you'll have a big battle that'll come in 3 waves, which basically means you beat everything on the field, we have a little dialogue, reset it, and you just do another battle back to back.
Mm-hmm.
And because of stuff that happens in the game, if you die in a wave, the character just comes back at the start of the next wave. You can use items in the game, and they're just... You have 3 or 2 or 3 of them that you can use, and that'll reset on the wave. The game is designed for you to build up a good turn and then burst everything you have, because it's going to reset on the next wave. And if you don't, it's sort of how I described Metaphor and Shin Megami Tensei combat, where you either win or you lose.
That is determined real damn fast.
Yeah. You start taking numbers out at the top of the round, or they're just going to start executing you. But yeah, I'm like 80-something days in to the 100 days, and I can't say anything about things that happen or don't happen.
Great.
Structurally or otherwise,
Awesome.
because of stuff.
Do you think this is allowed on the visual novel database, unlike 13 Sentinels?
I meant to look up, like, do tight asses consider this to be a visual novel? Should I use that term?
Aggro's like, do I get the pass? Do I get the pass? He's Googling it really fast. He's like,
well, you
can
see,
I?
Aggro,
Can I say it?
everybody considers it a visual novel except for the people who run the visual novel database and didn't want it getting a higher rating than their favorite game. Which is literally what happened with 13 Sentinels.
Yeah. People are saying this made it, though. This is on the DB, the VNDB.
Nice. I'm really glad we've brought up 13 Sentinels organically, because playing through this game, this is like the second visual novel I've ever played. So I'm like, I'm getting a lot of Boss Baby vibes from this.
I guess we should have taken like you and me a small excursion to like I don't know what has gotten. Didn't we get a couple like all-timer visual novels, iconic visual novels that just released in the States?
Yeah, they put
last
out
year.
Yeah, Fate this year or last year.
There we go. We should
Last year, and I think they also put out Tsukihime recently, or at least the remake of it.
We should have just done
Did we
that.
get Two Heart yet?
I think we
That's
have.
on the way. I don't
feel
think that's
the
out
most,
yet.
Yeah, I don't think it's out yet. I think they keep teasing with this is how good the remake looks, and everyone keeps going, "Dude, no, what are you doing?
Yeah, it always looks terrible.
Normally, Kroby Cat has to put this together.
What are you fucking doing?
No,
Okay,
it
people are
just
saying
came out.
it
It came out
just
in
came out.
June.
Okay.
There you go.
Oh wow.
It apparently looks like shit, though, so you should just play the original.
Yeah, as I said, normally Kroby Cat has to make shit like that. And they're like, here's the trailer to show how good it looks. And everyone's like, oh.
Yeah, I'm looking at this and I'm turning into the dude from Office Space where he just says, "I'll kick your ass if you say something like that to me." Like, I'm looking at this. The fact you did this to a game should get you flayed.
It's true. This is that bad. It is terrible. Someone in chat says they would kill to watch a podcast of aggro talking about Faith for like 5 hours. Do other people get to be involved, or is it just aggro?
I mean, I've never read Fate. Conceivably, you could at any time, possibly a year from now, because it would take that long, wake up to me and aggro talking about Fate.
This is great. They get to do a Fate podcast together. Bob and I get to review Marvel movies. I feel invincible after chugging these fucking dog shit DC films.
Yeah, that's
Marvel
You watched
can't
Blue Beetle
fucking-
yet?
no,
No,
God, no.
that's
You know that
and yet that would be better. There's no way it's bad as bad as Black Adam. That seems impossible to me.
we didn't look at the list of them and I was like, I forgot that happened. Dan, don't worry, I don't have any desire to see it.
Yeah, it was funny.
See, that's the one I'd have the most desire to see because, like, Blue Beetle really got pushed as DC trying to make their own Spider-Man when he was first introduced. At least that iteration of the Blue Beetle, and his initial run of comics was really good.
Mm-hmm.
And they put him in Batman the Brave and the Bold, and then they were going to do a streaming series, and then went out. It'll be a movie instead.
Oh no, it's a movie that started out of the streaming series.
Yeah,
oh
that's,
no.
that's
Just
always,
like the Marvels.
just like the Marvels. I would rather watch Blue Beetle than The Suicide Squad, but I understand The Suicide Squad is supposed to be good and
Right.
made by James Gunn, so it's relevant to the larger understanding of the DC structure. But I already saw a Suicide Squad movie, and I already played a Suicide Squad game, and I'm so fucking sick of Suicide Squad and dog shit Marvel or DC films, and I'm just like, please, God, just kill me. Just kill me instead of letting me watch any more. So anyways, after this, I think we're watching the Suicide Squad. I don't know. We'll have to check if Spiff is available.
We're the Thunderbolts.
Or, is it the?
I don't think it is.
I think it's just Thunderbolts, right? Maybe it's the Thunderbolts, asterisk. Time to watch Shazam 2, but only 2. Okay. You could just watch Spider-Man 2 again instead. Thank you, audience, for your incredibly... You didn't know you were walking into this one. Bob and I watched all 3 Sam Raimi Spider-Man films. Spider-Man 2 is pretty good.
Yeah, Spider-Man 2 is really good.
Spider-Man 2 is pretty good. As the lady from Bones, the only person who can one-up Mary Jane on the I wish you got hit by a car scale. She's like, no, Spider-Man, this pizza's 6 minutes late. Go to hell. And I'm like, throw her out the window, Spider-Man. And she knows that's what her character is. She is ball buster. First 5 minutes of the film, she is the villain. Yeah, Spider-Man 2. Spider-Man 2 is real good. Out of all 3 films, though, I still think I like the first hour and a half of 3 the most out of absolutely all of them, which is crazy because, man, the last 30 minutes of 3 is terrible.
Yeah, it's true.
I have some notes for Spider-Man 2 made by Sam Raimi. More landlord daughter. There's too little.
That movie does have far too much Mary Jane.
I mean, it felt like we kept making jokes while watching it because the whole thing is like Mary Jane's father never believed in her and emotionally abused her. And then there's the terrible scene in Spider-Man 1 where Harry and Norman are out in the hallway during the Thanksgiving dinner. And Norman just yells at Harry. He's just like, she's a gold digger. Do you see the type of men she dates? She doesn't date poor people. And it's kind of funny because the film does support that. She goes from dating the guy with the sports car who gives her a ring to fucking Harry, which is wild. But then there's all sorts of stuff then too that's like, oh no, was he right? This is terrible. He just came off as a misogynist in that scene, but now I'm not sure. Mary Jane's kind of a horrible person. In Spider-Man 2 as well as 3. Going back to this, I'm like, maybe I'll have a more calm opinion on. No. Wasn't she going to marry J. Jonah Jameson's son?
Yeah, after it seemed like they'd been dating for like 2 weeks, and this seemed almost like to own Peter. It's pretty bad.
Look, he's a werewolf, you know? He has an appeal.
God, if he was a werewolf in the movie, that would have been awesome.
Yeah, no, it does feel
just a werewolf. He went to space and came back a werewolf.
Right.
Yeah,
and
that
it feels
would've been
like
awesome.
they could have had something like that, but instead he almost isn't in the movie.
Yeah, no, he's in like 2 scenes, maybe. Because there's the one where they're on the couch and they do the upside down kiss.
Yes.
And then he's at his own wedding.
And he's also at announces he's marrying Mary Jane. He's in that scene too.
Okay, so 3
That's
scenes.
it.
That's it. I really wish the PS3 conference at E3 2005 from Sony did not ruin the inhibitor chip scene for the rest of my life, but it has.
The inhibitor chip gone, broken. Pretty sure it's gone.
Yeah, I'll never know. A real shame. Real shame. Dan, Spider-Man Twitter is going to call you a misogynist for not liking Raimi Mary Jane. I think she's the only Mary Jane I hate. I know a lot of people hated the Mary Jane missions in PS4 Spider-Man and stuff, so they hated her because of that. And I'm like, I don't really hate her.
I hate her because she's a podcaster.
So are you.
Yeah, and I hate myself. Like, I feel like the implication should be pretty clear there.
Why should I stop here? Yeah, so I don't know. I think Sam Raimi's like the only Mary Jane that I hate. I don't know. I'm trying to think of if I've ever disliked any other Mary Jane.
Mary Jane has been really bad since they haven't known what to do with Mary Jane for 20 years. Because at some point they went, well, she can't want to be like a Broadway actress. That's a sexist male fantasy that Peter has a bad bitch Broadway actress as his wife. So instead, she just has to have nothing.
Is this a male fantasy from 1940?
Yeah, I was like, that seems like a weird, just hipster thing.
Is this Citizen Kane's fucking?
I think she was also a runway model in the same era. Like, she was her job was being attractive, essentially. And then people got weird about that. So it's like, okay, she's a reporter didn't work. Maybe we'll give her her own superpowers. She'll work for this company or that company. It's like, fuck, you have nothing. You just turned the character off.
Weird.
This Mary Jane would never beat the chameleon with a baseball bat.
I'm seeing someone in chat say, pretty sure Kirsten Dunst doesn't really like Raimi Mary Jane either. I mean, she would know the material.
Right?
Yeah, she can read. I feel like she understood the assignment from the performance she gave.
Yeah, Jesus Christ. Yeah, she comes off as really abusive and insanely emotionally manipulative throughout.
Which is very true to classic Spider-Man. You read Spider-Man from like 1970 to 1990, and every other story is Peter emotionally abuses and gaslights his friends so they don't discover he's Spider-Man.
I've been watching a YouTube channel that talks about adaptations of books into movies, and I was watching, what was it, Minority Report? At one point,
That's based on a fucking book?
Yeah, well, a short. Anyway, at one point, he's like, I think this is the most healthy relationship in any Philip K. Dick story. This movie
yeah.
version is the most healthy. You might note the phrasing. Most. Yeah. I don't know why I thought of that. Just thinking about writers and relationships. Yeah, anyways, those films are really fun. Sam Raimi's a good director. I really like the scene where Doc Ock's tentacles come to life and kill everyone in the hospital room. There was a thing I noticed this time, because I understood a little bit more about medical stuff since then, and that they're like, we'll just fuse 12 of his vertebrae together in a worst case scenario. And I'm like, oh, maybe he doesn't need to be unconscious to snap at this decision. Maybe the tentacles don't need to answer this one. Maybe he's ready to become the supervillain. That sounds terrible to deal with. That sounds like a fucking nightmare. But yeah, no, that's those movies are still really enjoyable. There is something though, however, where it came up because I was watching this with Masami and Bob. It came up that in the cartoon they do the, Peter's parents were like agents. And Bob was like, ugh. And I was like, why does Bob hate that so much? And since then, I went back and watched the pitch meeting video.
Oh, yeah.
For The Amazing Spider-Man. I'm like, oh, right. They handled it in that. Like it was somewhere between National Treasure and Now You See Me.
Yeah, no, it was terrible.
It was horribly handled in those films. That's so stupid. He breaks a calculator and gets the secret token to go to the subway to insert it to have a secret subway train come up from the bottom, and then he gets inside and there's super secrets. That's from the comics. Guess what my opinion would be then. Anyway, so I can understand if that was your point of reference instead of the cartoons, which did not quite go that.
And then they find the other one was like, this is where we invented every supervillain from Spider-Man.
And also there's a thing in there about like, by the way, the super spiders at Oscorp only work on our bloodline.
Boo.
Yeah, no, this is terrible.
So anyway, I was like, oh, right, that's why. Because we had seen that movie and I'd just forgotten since how they handled it exactly.
I think it's interesting.
Yeah.
That Makima from Chainsaw Man is dressed exactly like
Mary Jane
in the third Spider-Man film.
Is
Same
it the
hairstyle and everything.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's weird.
That's weird.
Makima seems a little manipulative, Bob. I don't know why they chose Mary Jane. Are they aware?
I truly
I hear
think this is a
Fujimoto's never watched the
coincidence,
movie.
but it is very, very funny.
The redhead who's dressed the same and highly manipulative might be a coincidence. By the way, time era wise, isn't this set around? Because Chainsaw Man's 90s, right? Or is it 80s?
I think it's 90s.
So it's
a little bit
it's
past.
edging a little bit. But no, there's definitely no way.
It is 1997.
There's no way that he at all would ever base it on Mary Jane. Could you imagine he based it on the main character of Bones? That would be unfucking real.
I think Makima was primarily based on what he thinks about when his hand is in his pants.
Why do you think that's a mutually exclusive statement? No one could be into Mary Jane or Kirsten Dunst. It's really weird going back to those Spider-Man films because the Stan Lee cameos are one shot.
Yeah, no, they're minuscule. Like they don't focus on it at all. He just is there for a second.
Like, oh no.
Allegedly he was already pretty much gone by then. And like it was mostly his handlers putting him into situations.
I mean, yeah, but we're commenting on like Sam Raimi's Spider-Man 1, 2, and 3, he gets like a shot.
Yeah.
And then the later stuff, he gets full dialogue and things, you know?
Right.
That is true.
Yeah, that's if anything, you would expect if what you said was true, the reverse order, right?
Yeah, that would make more sense, especially since I believe he still had the juice after that to lie and say he created Ultimo.
Mm-hmm.
That anime from 15 years ago. It's like story by Stan Lee, and I'm like, I'm sure.
Ultimo.
Yeah, that was the manga. The anime that he was involved in was Hero Man.
I really like the song from Hero Man. I have only watched the first episode, and it seemingly wasn't that great because nobody ever talks about it.
Yeah, for some reason, I think I only watched like 2 episodes when it was coming out.
Aggro, they're just making shit up, and we're
Yeah.
giving them a platform for it.
Hero Man is a really cool design. He's like he has kind of like a big guy and Rusty fused with like Gigantor energy.
Do they not know this isn't armchair devs?
And it's interesting because it's like it's Studio Bones anime. It looks really nice, and it's portraying American high school, which is just bizarre.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'll put the magazine ad in the magazine promo in general,
Yeah, I'm sure.
so you can see the main character and the and his robot hero buddy.
Yeah, maybe I should go back and check this out. I wonder if it even got put on Blu-ray. I don't know.
Well, everyone, look forward to the GigaBoots Hero Man.
I think it would be a Wii Boomers at this point.
It is really old.
Man, this sure is Eureka 7 era.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
How can you tell?
We're kind of booted up. It's like, yeah, the main character is just voiced by Johnny on Bosch.
Ooh. I'm sorry. I tried to put in Hero Man accidentally. That is Hero's face.
I mean,
that's
he's a hero, I guess.
That's Hero. That's Hero's face. Oh, hey, look, the correct image. Yeah, probably. Yeah, that's probably going to involve Johnny Young Bosch. 2010, but that was only 15 years ago.
Yeah, it's as new as the first season of Panty and Stocking.
Okay, Weeabovers, here we go. Hey, Chris,
Yes.
what you been playing?
So I completed Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii.
Oh.
I think I'm going to stop buying these spinoffs
Okay. What is that?
Hmm.
because they have become Ubisoft games.
Hmm.
Like, they don't have the same appeal as like Infinite Wealth or any or the earlier ones. They have become like, here's our low effort content that covers the map, and if you do enough of it, you get an upgrade to give you some dopamine. Because the vast majority of the content in Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii is bounties, which are just fights that are on the map and with a little handcuff icon, and you beat them up and get money because you use money to upgrade in this game. You use both money and reputation points you get from doing certain things. So you have bounties, which just give you money, and then you have treasures because you're a pirate that you get from going on to these budget dimension islands, and a lot of them aren't even budget dimensions. A lot of them are fight this guy on a beach. Okay, that was the level.
Implied islands.
They've also like basically turned it into a Muso.
Okay. How
There
so?
are multiple fights where it's like, here's 100 guys, like at once. It's like, well, how do you deal with that in like a Yakuza like a Dragon game? Well, because Majima has a magic gun that you charge, and then it pierces through everything and kills 25 enemies in a shot.
Okay.
And so you do these islands. There's one of the like a dragon. I'm trying to remember the like, instead of the Sujimon motherfuckers in Infinite Wealth, you have like the dread flags, the evil pirates who are not important enough to have real character designs, or and are named shit like Captain Shinobi because he's a ninja,
Hell yeah.
and Captain Yakuza, and he's just like a stereotypical Yakuza dude with a back tattoo, and like the waistband, and so and they're just like, okay, do ship battles, do a battle like on an island. The ship battles in this game suck.
Yeah, I
They're
remember you saying
bad,
that
and they
last
want
time.
you to do a lot of them. Because no matter how much you can completely max out your ship, and they still take too long. And the more difficult ones you still have to try on. It's like, I don't want to do that. I maxed out the ship. Also, you go way too fucking slow. here's the big problem with the ship battles. There are random ship battles on the oceans that you can't, if you run away from them, which you can do, you can just ignore them and keep going. Your crew's morale completely tanks because you ran away. So you have to go down into the ship and give them all presents to make it go back up. So you're discouraged from running from them. And the way the game works is, like the wind path things that East Nordics had.
Mm-hmm.
They're there, but they like suck you in, and it's really hard to get out of them. And they also put the enemies directly in them.
I'm sorry, I'm losing it over. If you run, everyone on the crew knows you're pussies, and then you gotta buy them a present to make them feel better. That is insane.
That's how it works.
Historically accurate.
So you end up doing like 2 or 3 just to go like between 2 locations. Like, guys, these are bad. They're bad. Every other form of shit you made in this is fine. But like, if you just completely ripped out the random ones, which don't give you anything, like there's no real benefit for doing them. Like, just take them out and the game would go up like a full point. Like, I did not get all the treasures because I'm like, well, that's way over there. I'd have to do about 8 random ship battles to get it. I ain't getting it.
Yeah, that's the point when you know.
Mm-hmm.
I'm starting to agree with the people who get annoyed by the tonal differences that the series has taken since 7. It's just starting to get a little bit too much. Like, Ichiban has undiagnosed mental illnesses and is constantly hallucinating. So anything that happens in his games is fine. And spoilers for just a thing that is not, like, they don't address that this happens at all, but it is part of the main story. Majima fights a robot? Like a big, like, Team Asobi-esque, like, apple robot that's like 8 feet tall.
Okay.
And it's like, that's too much. I wouldn't even care if it was side content, but being in the main content is a little bit too much for me.
Mijim is also kind of crazy. Is there any implication it might be?
No, there's no implication that he's hallucinating, because 2 other characters are watching. Because they're in a cage hanging up above the fight.
And it's not a guy in a suit, we find out later.
Nope.
It is every time. Guy in a funny suit.
I kind of said, like, this game really feels like them going through the motions. I talked about this last time where, like, you've kind of learned where these things go from all the games, but it feels like they pulled out the stock on this one. Like, I've never rolled my eyes harder when they started playing Theme of Sad in a Yakuza game before.
I mean, you're not supposed to be rolling your eyes. You're supposed to be laughing.
But it's fine. Like, it's better than Gaiden, the man who erased his name. It is less egregious in its bad funneling its bad content to you. The bad content is better implemented. It has a story that does not by definition be unable to matter. So it works better from that angle. I really do wonder when they're going to retire these characters, because they talk about it constantly, like, this dude's 62. I feel like we're getting to the point where these 80-year-old men are still beating each other up on rooftops because they're too scared to move past them.
Yeah, his name's Tom Cruise. He's a very popular actor.
Yes, it's neat. It has perhaps Plan of the Year in it.
Oh, good. Interesting.
I have never had a character describe his plan and me go, oh no, that's your big plan? You want to become that?
You know, I can't think of much of the series already to add to the plan list. I guess I need to reconsider everything that I've gone through already. Be like, what's there a good plan?
I can think of one thing. I mean, the alternate thing of the Dynasty Warriors Origins, where it's like, Okay, I survived, but tell everybody I died though.
That was your
That feels like
plan.
it could compete for plan of the year.
Yeah. Yeah.
If it didn't happen like 3 times in a row,
Yeah, it feels like a very common plan in this alternate universe. In fact, there is quite normal.
I did not get to start Atelier Yumiya. It'll have to wait until after I beat Lost Soul Aside, because I presume that will not take very long. You know, compared to any other fucking game made nowadays.
It will definitely take way less time than Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii, I'm willing to bet.
That it didn't take that long. I think my clear time was like 25 hours with me doing most
Really?
of the bad content.
wow.
Huh, that's actually surprising. I expected it to be a little bit longer than that. Huh.
And I feel like that's about how long Gaiden was, because remember, they're like, these are half the size of a normal Like a Dragon game.
Hmm.
I really hope that the fact that they set that Stranger Than Heaven is set in like 1913 and 1953 or whatever the 2 time periods, and the trailer has so much a more serious tone that this is them being a little bit like, okay, we need to give people something that's closer in tone to the old games than
Yeah.
and just the goofy stuff.
You played what was the equivalent of Fast 9.
Yeah, it really does feel that way.
Hmm.
Like it's a little bit too much when you give Majima the magic legendary pirate guitar that summons shark ghosts.
I mean, yeah,
That sounds
but
pretty cool.
And like
in isolation.
if that came from a menu, maybe. But you get it in a cutscene, and he's like, "Oh yeah, time to try this out. I'll summon the Dark God."
No, that sounds that sounds awesome.
Some sort of dark ocean summoning.
Yes.
Yeah, it was fine. Like, I feel like they've maybe flanderized Majima a little bit, like even compared to the way he's portrayed in like Zero and the later games. He's basically turned into funny Waha man. So, like he used to stab people a lot more.
He's really got to.
He doesn't do that so much. He really does not do that so much anymore.
I mean, his memory is gone. He can't.
He got he got into new things.
Also, I think RGG Studios' obsession with gacha-like squad mechanics has perhaps run its course, at least for me. Where it's like, okay, you have bronze, silver, and gold squad mates, and you got to get the squad mates and level them up for the arena. It's like, but the old games had an arena where you just went into it and beat the shit out of people. That was fun. That worked. I didn't do very many of the sub stories. I am glad I did not have to see that motherfucker in the yellow karate gi. He's been around since I think 4.
Yeah,
and I've never liked him.
I mean, he's pretty not likable. At this point, it's basically a comedy joke you tell for the sake of people hating it. Isn't it funny how awful this is?
You
That's how
like
it
the
feels.
juice?
Yeah, right? Lauren would like you to stop sticking that guy in.
Yes.
Did you play anything
Yeah.
else?
On a Saturday, I streamed Kirby Canvas Curse and Kirby Squeak Squad, the first 2 Kirby DS games. Kirby Canvas Curse is pretty neat. It's different from a normal Kirby game. Kirby has been cursed by the evil witch Drossia to be a ball. He no longer has arms or legs. But luckily, you have the power of the Rainbow Brush and can tap him to make him roll forward into enemies and hurt them, or use the power that he gets from doing that to the right enemies. And you can change the terrain by drawing with the brush, and you have like a certain amount of ink that regenerates. It's like trying to wrangle a 3-year-old that had too much sugar through these levels. And the last level is truly evil. But it's fun, it's neat. I think it was.
Good.
I'm not gonna play the Wii U one if that is where you were
that's what
going
I was
with
gonna
that.
ask.
I
God
do
damn
not
it.
own a Wii U.
Oh, okay.
This guy
Maybe
doesn't own
someday.
a Wii U. He doesn't know how good those Blu-rays feel. That's a real thing, by the way.
It is true.
Most people have never held a Wii U game. That is a real thing. The Blu-rays feel different and they feel great.
I'm sure that I would have not had as favorable an opinion of it if I had tried to get the 3 medals in every level. That probably would have been nightmarish.
Yeah.
I think this was a first-year DS game, and you can tell because it has a transparent hole where things should be.
Oh, really?
Yes, because you have a final boss, Dracia. You fight her with the mechanics in the game, and including some kind of interesting new mechanics where it's like you can use the rainbow as a barrier, like draw it around Kirby, and then her attack will not damage him. But for every other boss, there's 6 levels, and then the final level, and then the final boss. Like 6 worlds, they're 3 levels each. At the end of each, you do a boss, but it's not actually a boss. You get to pick between, DDD, Paint Roller, and Krakow. And when you get to pick between any of the 3 to fight, and each one says level 1, level 1, level 1. Krakow is a pinball minigame. DDD is a gourmet race, but slightly different for the DS. And Paint Roller is some bullshit.
Okay.
I think it's like count the thing. I forget. It's like a quiz or some fucking shit. And you have to do it fast enough to outrun a bomb chasing you. They're the sub games. Like they're the sub games that Kirby games usually had, but repurposed into being the bosses because they didn't have time to make bosses.
Yeah, this game ships like 4 months after, or 3 even, after the launch of the DS in Japan.
Yeah, okay. So that makes sense because you do each of them once, and then you just do them again harder at level 2, and then that's it.
Oh my god, Paint Roller apparently is the Donosaurus seal mechanic. Of draw the seal, connect the dots.
Oh yeah, it's that. Okay, you draw the seal fast enough.
That's terrible. I don't like that.
But I think the last room is something else. I forget what. It's not draw the seal. It's some other thing. And after that, I played Kirby Squeak Squad. That game's delightful. People are down on it for some reason. Like it's kind of a basic Kirby game. You have like 40-ish levels. There's 3 treasures in each level. The bottom screen is used for Kirby's tummy. You get these bubbled abilities, and they stay down in the touchscreen tummy, and you can touch one and take it. So it's basically a way to bank powers, but you also have to bank the treasures that way. And there's 3 treasures in each level. So if you want them all in one run, you gotta do it with a little bit less of an arsenal. And it's called Squeak Squad because they introduced new Kirby characters called the Squeaks, who are mice.
Okay.
I would hope.
Let me post their art in general because I feel like you really do need to see the Squeaks to really understand what's going on here. Where are you, Squeaks? Right, there you are. So there's the leader, the mad scientist, the muscle, and the speed. At the end of each level, near the end of each level, there is a big ornate treasure chest. When you touch that one, or sometimes before you touch it and you have to rush to get to it, one of the Squeaks spawns in, and they try to either hit you, which makes you drop the chest and then they can take it, or just get it first, and then they retreat to their hideout, and if you don't, and they go into the hideout, and if you take too long getting into the hideout, it vanishes, and you lose the chance to get the treasure. If you're fast enough, you can go into it, and they're in there as a mini boss, and you just beat the shit out of them and take it.
Okay, so the Squeaks are bad.
Yes, they are. They are the thrust of the plot. They caused the plot. The plot starts with Kirby eating a shortcake. Somebody steals it from him. He completely irrationally assumes it's King Dedede and then goes and burns his house down.
Yeah, that sounds like Kirby.
Kirby does that, yeah.
And then they frame this as as DDD thinking quickly, but it actually comes off like he's just pissed because he picks up Kirby and just hurls him into the squeaks. And then they all fall into the Great Cave Offensive and the actual game starts.
Oh, cool.
And the treasures are all actual things. They might be a Kirby color palette. They might be a bonus level. They might be a new ability for one of the copy powers.
Hey, Bob, while he was playing this, we were playing Puppeteer.
No. The day after
I'm saying, oh, sorry.
The same
I was
weekend.
off by fucking 13 hours. I'm just saying, God, they could not be more different.
No.
Yeah, this game was delightful. I like the mechanic of the Squeak Squad spawning in and then you having to deal with them because it just creates inherently funny situations. Because you don't have to fight him. You can just take the treasure chest and be like, fuck off, and just leave through the level exit. Or you can throw a bomb at their face for meanness and then leave the level. Or you can just choose violence and kill them and then leave the level. And if you kill them, they usually drop one of their accessories, and then you can get a power from that. Usually, like the little one with the cape and the Kamiya shades, drops, I think, Ninja and Animal. This is the only game with the animal power, I believe.
Yeah, I've never seen it.
Which animal is it?
It seems to be it seems like it's a badger, maybe.
Huh.
Because you get he gets big claws and like a furry hat, and you can tunnel. Like there's dirt that you can only tunnel through with that power.
Oh, wow. That's like Little Nemo on the NES.
But very delightful game. It is near the top of these Kirby games so far. And on Saturday, I will be streaming Kirby Superstar Ultra on DS. And then we will take a look at Mass Effect. Mass Attack. Yes! Kirby's Mass Attack.
Finally, we're back at Mass Effect.
I do intend to do Mass Effect again someday, but this is Mass Attack, a game which I really don't like. I played a little bit of it, and it's like I don't want to control this with a mouse. Like, that seems annoying. And also again, everybody's like, yeah, that is one of the longest Kirby games before Forgotten Land, probably the longest.
Jesus.
It's like the weird like Pikmin type thing that is completely different. Okay.
Yeah.
And then after that, I will play and then like the Kirby on the chart after that is Return to Dreamland Deluxe on the Switch, which I'm very excited about. I like that game a lot, and I'm very excited to play the Magalore epilogue they made, which is Magalore's little mode where he has magic spells you switch between instead of copy abilities. And then I will try 3DS emulation. DS emulation worked pretty much fine. People are like, oh, there must be latency, and I'm like, not really. Like it seems pretty fine. I inherently think if the game uses the stylus a lot, it's really not a good option. Unless you somehow have some kind of way to put it on an actual touchscreen. Like, I don't know, maybe you have a really powerful iPad that you can jailbreak and put a DS emulator on and like virtually do it. But yeah, you couldn't play Elite Beat Agents on it. You could play Osu, where they changed the note maps to facilitate it a mouse a little bit better, but Elite Beat Agents, now it'd beat your ass. Although maybe I'll try it, because my metric before this was Sonic Chronicles, and as Dan and Bob discovered, that doesn't work on actual hardware.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No, that game's not made right at all. In the least.
You just get my Wacom for the my DS emulation.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people doing that. A lot of streamers doing that. Tomorrow, Bob and I are going to get the true ending of Cave Story. Cave Story is an absolute go-to-fucking indie classic. People who don't know, that was like the beginning of the watershed moment for indie games. This nice little Dojin soft. That game's absolutely delightful, charming art, amazing music. Like, genuinely shocking how good that game is. I don't know if anyone who is hearing this has never seen or played Cave Story, but for the love of God, if these words reach you, please just watch the fucking stream.
You like Deltarune?
You're welcome. Do you like Toho? Deltarone's obviously like more equitable because of humor and all these other elements. We're gonna just keep saying everything's Toho, and if you show up to get mad, that means I still win. But yeah, no, sincerely, fucking Cave Story is so fucking good, dude. You have to.
Yeah, I should try beating it. I've never actually beaten it. I got to the last level of the true end, and I guess I was not good enough at video games at that point to be able to beat it.
I've never gotten the true ending. I've only gotten the normal one. So this will be great. Me and Bob get to experience the true ending for the first time.
I'm excited to see if it'll be like, I had trouble with this, or I'll be like, oh, no shit, I couldn't beat that.
You're like, haha, look at these dumbasses. And then you go back to whatever you're doing. Man, I'm so excited for Cave Story. But yeah, aside from that, I don't know. I hear we have a Rayman Legends stream coming up soon. That may be Sunday, but who knows? We don't know. We don't actually know.
What if Cave Story takes 20 hours? Then it might not be Sunday.
That may be more indicative of us than anything else,
right?
Actually. We're going to be playing the decomp of Cave Story, so that way it can run at 60 frames per second instead of 50 for some reason.
Yeah, when you told me that before, I thought you said 15.
No, 50. That's why I said the European thing. It was like, bro.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense.
Why the fuck did you make it 50? So that's the version we will be playing. The funny thing is that actually you can, in fact, get other covers of the soundtrack made for like NES, Genesis, and whatever, and use a feature to shuffle it in. And that's pretty cool. I don't know if we'll do that. We'll probably just stick to the original soundtrack. I love that fucking video game. I'm very excited for this. You know what else I'm excited for? The Podlords. Whoa.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, my God.
Here goes. Here goes.
Yes, that's right. The Podlords. Podlords such as BN12, Red Blaze 27, Suzu Shiro.
Just sold my first Christmas decoration this year on Sunday.
Man, you know, do you think it says something troubling about the U.S. economy that they keep pushing the season they need to get in the black earlier and earlier in the year?
What does that mean?
Wonderful. Remastered. WTF, Spider-Man.
Mr. I Like Spam, Muckbun, Shiny Mew, Chris C, Horkley Warden Juicifrost, Cooper Take, Renji Abari,
Oh my God.
who wields his Senpakuto, Hyo Sabi Maru.
This is an immaculate
Impressive.
edit, but I don't think they deserve being Renji. I think your attempt to make us laugh sadly slandered the character. Like, I haven't played a lot of Nine Souls yet, but I don't think he spends the entire game getting bounced off walls.
Jesus.
Indigo Sykes, 40 plus DuckTales appreciator, Gaijin, Foul Wheezing.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Oh, man. It's dying.
He looks like he's from High on Life.
Yeah, he does.
He does. Oh, God. Kill Knight is a blend of Smash TV and Devil Daggers, and Shinji 16 is shocked he didn't hear about it sooner.
Oh shit,
Kill Knight.
Bob did talk about that, I'm pretty sure.
Times, yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't you beat it?
No, I didn't beat it. It was free on Epic Game Store a while back, so I still own it.
Oh. So you remember how we were talking about, like, I saw people in chat saying this is getting out of hand? Ra-yi-un.
You know what? Sometimes just a really easy one. You don't even put that much effort into it. It just works.
That's... What are we doing? What are we fucking doing? Sarlene. Timothy Pfister's Mr. Pie came in, which means it's time to finally learn about the Sega Saturn. The Hard M. Bearded Joe. Damn it, Spike Chunsoft, you are dooming Shuten Order to sub-raincoat sales with the zero marketing or pre-purchase. September 5th, by the way.
What doomed Strain Code to zero sales was launching on Switch exclusively in the United States. That is what killed that one.
Cleo Chrome. Yee.
They're multiplying.
Why is
Oh my god.
This always happens.
what is I'm so confused. Why is it acting like a banjo character? It seems to be a dinosaur.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry. It's fine. It's fine, dude.
It's not fine.
When you assume the worst they could say was no, Ichi the Witch was crazy good this week.
Always is.
Virmvarm. Holy shit. Niikola Tezila.
Jesus, come on.
Jesus Christ.
He really phoned in his cosplay.
Yeah, it's true.
Different dimensions. Savant Thomas.
I guess like Thomas Edison.
If you stick your dick in that, it'll
Gramophone
rip your dick off. What? I wasn't. I just need a vacuum that, like, I'm just. And I'm telling you that if you stick your dick in that, it'll rip it off. Jeez. Fine. It's fine that they made a new Space Adventure Cobra game. I just wasn't expecting it to be French.
I mean, why wouldn't you?
Was that game good?
It comes out like this week. I don't think anyone's actually.
Oh, it's not out yet. Okay,
Yeah,
I think. Did you play a demo?
No.
Oh, where did I hear somebody played it? I guess I hallucinated
I
it.
think that I saw some people getting it earlier this week, so it might have just shipped out early.
Oh. Oh, the demo's out.
Oh, there's a demo?
Okay.
All right. I need to go find that. Usually demos don't escape my peer review.
That's true. Bob, your eye is getting weak. You need to strengthen your shinobi talent. If you don't play my game, I will hit you with a very large stick.
I played the very beginning.
Fair.
That's becomes apparent very quickly. It starts in a flashback. She's 12 years old and already talking about hitting people with sticks.
Yeah, like the first thing she does in the game is like a wrestling drop kick.
Yeah.
Roll Yi, the legendary Yi, Super Saiyan.
Jesus, so many this week.
That's the worst
Bob
one.
in there.
That's, yeah, the Bob edit is, that makes that the worst one.
It's been a while since we've had Goku teeth.
It has. Cryptid Bird. Digital Basic. That was cute.
No ease.
I need
No haircut.
No Yi. No weirdly snipped hair. No, the bangs are in touch. We're good. I'd like to hang that from like a rear view mirror. That'd be cute. Schneider, aka Umagon's mom.
I forgot this character. I guess because they were only in like joke panels that were supposed to be flashbacks.
It took me a moment to realize that character's head was in motion and not, in fact, shaped like that.
Oh, thank God.
Oh yeah,
Oh, thank
it's a
God.
horse.
Okay.
It's the same
Yeah.
horse as last week.
Yeah, I just
Okay.
it looked like.
Yeah, it looked
Oh.
something else.
Oh, thank God. Jesus. And Vada Huff. Thank you very much to our pod lords.
Thank you, Pod
Thank you,
Lords.
Pod Lords.
Thank
And
you,
if you'd
Pod
like to
Lords.
become a Pod Lord, you can go to our Patreon at patreon.com/GBpodcast. For as little as $5 a month, you get access to many benefits such as early access to Chugging Bleach, other benefits that will be revealed eventually, a patron exclusive show every other month where we watch a good thing, you vote on and discuss it, a patron exclusive commentary track every other month opposite that, with a public show where we discuss a bad movie and a commentary track of said bad movie, such as Amazon's War of the Worlds, which might be the most incompetent movie ever made, but I don't know. I haven't seen Black Adam yet.
Oh, man. Oh, my God. Don't make me think about both at the same time.
That's painful.
You get an entire movie called Isolation 119. This is a real feature-length film about a man going to Thailand to get a tax write-off on his vacation to Thailand by taking a GoPro around the place he was staying. If you sub to our Patreon and you have not watched Isolation 119, you are missing out.
You genuinely are. I love that film. I've showed it to so many friends.
We also have 3 commentary tracks for it.
I think that's right. Yeah. I think that's right.
The next one we should get Sepmal.
You're totally fucking right. No one tell him. This is our secret.
And other benefits, patreon.com/GBpodcast. If you don't have any money, it always helps immensely to spread the word. Rate us on Thursdays. Rate us on your podcasting app of choice. Leave us comment, subscribe on YouTube, on every channel that we release things such as our the Warcraft Gamers Go to the Movies we released earlier this week. Did you know that's based on Warcraft 1?
Not
Why?
2 or 3. Yeah. Just one.
Just one.
Patreon.com/GBpodcast.
There's going to be a link to that Gamers to Go to the Movie in the description of this podcast. Clickable link on the RSS feed. I look at chat, okay? I see pateyeon.com.
That won't take you anywhere.
Does that work better than Patreon? We'll switch.
We'll switch. We'll do it, baby. So, as I understand it, this is gonna look hilarious with this cheese sauce mouse background.
Ooh, this is getting fancy.
It's getting fancy. We have to talk about news. Industry burning down news.
Oh, the cheese is gonna melt.
Good.
Okay, so we've gotten some reports from Inside King, aka Activision Blizzard King, like the mobile department. It doesn't seem to be going well. They laid off 200 people a couple months ago. More they allegedly offered some of them buyouts and others they just laid off. Some of the people they offered buyouts are threatening legal action. They're like, motherfucker, these aren't the terms that I work under. Others took it because they thought they couldn't get anything done legally, which is probably sadly the correct decision. There appears to be no rhyme or, well, that's not true. There does appear to be a rhyme or reason to the layoffs. It's just the stupidest possible, which is, it seems like they went to the staff list, clicked sort by salary, and just started going down from the top. Because if you're getting AI to replace these people, you don't want the good people to stay, inexplicably. Those are the ones you want to replace with AI.
Remember when this was the company they actually cared about in this deal?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I still believe it probably was. Microsoft does this to every single thing they buy.
I mean, they do.
They see that they didn't give a shit about performance at all. Not at all. Microsoft wants AI usage everywhere. They specifically say daily usage.
Yeah.
Even King leadership, who are people who stayed over from ActiBliz, like the soulless kind, are like, this is not helping our workflow. Like, this is not making us more efficient.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, this is fucking nuts, and the actions of a company that desperately needs to get the usage of their AI up and nothing else.
Staff are saying the goals they gave us seem impossible. Like, they gave them to us so they could fire us people when they didn't reach them, which is like scumbag corpo 101.
It really
I have
is.
no doubt that's true. I'm sure Bob knows all about that, having worked at GameStop.
Yeah. Corporations are very good at this.
They have one trick.
They
and
have
it's not
one
funny.
trick, and somehow it works.
More layoffs are expected. Management, like Microsoft management, is pushing for more. We need a lower headcount. We can replace these people with AI. More. And they ended anonymous feedback. So now everybody's too scared to say anything.
Yup.
Cool. Wonder how all this
Wow.
leaked.
Wow.
Fuckers. Absolute bastards.
And our only other layoff story, there's like a aggregate that collects layoff stories that sadly has been very useful to doing this podcast for the past year and a half.
Uh-huh.
But it tends to put on things that don't seem to be real, because it doesn't link to a source, and then I can't find a source, so I just never bring it up. But this was actually real. I'm just saying, because this the same. When I heard about this, I also heard about alleged Eidos Montreal layoffs, but those do not seem to have happened. Recently. They happened 2 months ago when Perfect Dark was canceled. Oh no, Crystal Dynamics is
Yeah.
working on Perfect Dark.
Yep.
Because it doesn't fucking make sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, they've had to fire a bunch of people because Perfect Dark was canceled.
Yep. I
This
saw.
this
Go ahead.
this allegedly has not impacted the Tomb Raider they're working on. I can't even imagine how that game is. Like what form it takes.
I saw a high-up person on Perfect Dark literally the day of the firing, just being like, well, I lost my job. Who wants to hire somebody who's this many years of experience in environmental art? And I'm just like, yep. I love how incredibly doomed and obviously doomed that was, and how for some reason it just kept going.
Right. They
What a
spun the
waste.
wheels on that for what? 5, 6
8
years?
8.
8 years?
Yeah, that was leaked to be having been worked on 2 years, I believe, before the 7, I guess.
Yeah.
Before the consoles came out. Yeah. Fucking nightmare world.
Yeah, thankfully that is all the horrible news for this week. The really horrible news.
Let's do something fun. Hey, Bob.
Hey, what's up?
We have a fun little roundup.
We do.
Here in our news document. Let's go over it. Indie games delayed to avoid Silk Song.
And this is like all of them have said that's the reason.
And that's admirable. That is how you should do it.
People got mad at Team Cherry for this, and I'm like, why? It's not their fucking problem.
I'm sorry I'm so based.
Yeah, sorry my dick is so big you can't fit in the bus with me.
Right? Like I'm about to turn left. Everybody duck.
Yeah, the thing, there's no time they could have announced it, not had this effect. Like,
Well, they could have given everybody 3 months of heads up instead of 2 weeks.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's like, it still would have happened. It just would have happened 3 months earlier.
right, a lot of these always would have had their dates set.
Yeah, I bet you could look it up and find that, a pretty significant number of these probably announced it a couple months ago. Anyway, Demon School is delayed to November 19th. Eterna Lucis is delayed until 2026. Little Witch in the Woods is delayed to September 15th. Clover Pit is delayed until September 26th.
No.
Mega Bank is delayed until September 18th. Baby Steps. Oh, I feel so bad for you, Aggro. September 23rd. Phalanx delayed. No new release date announced.
For those two that are way off, I'm like, you guys were needed a delay anyway, didn't you? You just used this as an excuse, didn't you?
And good for them. Get the free lunch.
Right.
Get that free fucking lunch, dude. Ain't no downside to that. Aggro, let's go over to your news.
In significantly less horrible industry news, Blizzard's Team 3, which is the people who make Diablo, has unionized. They have filed a wall-to-wall union under the CWA, 450 workers.
Cool.
Which is apparently like the second biggest union at a Microsoft company.
Wow.
Beat only by when a bunch of the WoW people unionized. Microsoft has apparently voluntarily recognized the union, and contract negotiation is underway.
Hopefully it goes faster than the Raven QA one, which took 3 years. And hopefully they just go, AI can do those jobs.
Right? I'm like, hopefully they just let AI negotiate the contract, and you can just go in there like, pretend you're my grandma and fucking pay me.
It's like, hey, AI, what should we do in this contract negotiation? The AI just keeps going, kill Fable, kill it now.
I hunger.
Okay, more canceled games for the hungry AI, man. Okay, dude, I felt like that one was pretty close, but if you say so, based on your information, which, by the way, has no internal information at all, you're basically a dude on a message board right now.
The message boarder said to do it. I gotta do it.
They said to do it. That would be smarter.
What?
Business decisions based on Redditors is smarter
Right,
than
like
trusting an AI.
I wait with bated breath for the day we find out that at least one of the AIs advising Microsoft is just like most of 4chan hanging out in an IRC.
I'm the Reddit CEO. I make all my decisions based on the 7 Redditors I consult. We need to drive up profits. How do we do it? You over there. Well, okay, what if, let's just say I was in my house and a Christian baby broke down my door and held me at gunpoint.
Cora!
What am I supposed to do? Are you sure you're a Redditor? Oh, you got me. Okay, I'll leave. All right. I'm really glad they're getting this union.
Yeah.
My God, does this industry clearly need unions? This industry, he says.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Bob, let's talk about your Savage news.
Metal Gear Solid Delta, as we talked about earlier, includes the Nightmare mission from the original Snake Eater, which was, I guess, in some way titled Guy Savage. This new version is actually made by Platinum Games. For people who don't know, this was never in another version after the PS2 version of this game. Like, they just never ported it after that. And the original version, people suspect, was a prototype for Zone of the Enders 3, which was codenamed Anubis 2.
Mm-hmm.
And that's really neat. I'm excited to see what this is. This is the only thing I want to play from that new game.
Fair. It's fascinating and unique, and it's not just the same game, but it's supposed to look better, but it doesn't.
Right.
That's good.
And also, it's Platinum Games working with Konami. So maybe we can Crazy Gear Cross hope for Metal Gear Rising or something.
Hopefully. Yeah.
Or at least, if nothing else, a port of the first one.
In order to make the thumbnail, I had to look this up, and it did seem pretty cool. It seemed pretty, That's not... Wait one moment.
Yeah,
Look, I gotta take every opportunity to play music from the game Savage. That's
fair.
It's too good of a song.
I bet that you can. There's probably gameplay of this out by now because I think people actually have the game now.
Yeah, no, that's what I was looking at. That's what I
Okay.
pulled that from.
Yeah, because I don't know when this got announced that they actually talked about this before the game was out, so I was not aware how it actually looked in gameplay. And the thing is, buying a whole $70 game for a single roam that's an action game.
That is hours into another game.
Which apparently, if you miss it, you unlock it by beating the game too.
Oh, that's good.
So that's good. Yeah,
That's good.
Man, I forgot how weird the song got.
Amiga games go hard.
So, the Japanese version of Final Fantasy Brave Exvius is now ending service. It's going to end October 31st, which is about 1 year after the US and global version
I see.
already ended. It's really sad when this stuff happens because, like, all that's art just gone.
Yep.
Ugh.
Ugh.
All right, moving on.
We're moving on.
Play Acclaim Showcase has been announced. It's going to be September 10th. This is a showcase for Acclaim.
Play Acclaim. Is that a threat?
Right?
The fuck?
But then this will feature surprises, exclusive content, and announcements.
It's an Acclaim conference. It's already a surprise.
know,
Every
right?
moment will feel unreal. Good luck surprising me past that.
Yeah,
Cool.
I have no idea, man.
September 10th, huh?
September 10th.
You gonna remember, or will that be too early?
That might be a little too
A
early.
little too soon? All right.
Skate Dot.
Okay, so this is killing me. I look at this document. I see that he has written the name of this game as Skate and a period. could join with it. And all lowercase, by the way. I didn't realize the name of the game was Skate with a period at the end. What the hell are they doing?
Yeah, that's the name of the new Skate game. Skate.
They don't
Period.
know.
But it's launching in early access September 16th, so that's very close. It's going to be on PS4 and 5, Xbox One Series, and PC. It's also free to play.
I'll try it, but if I see a fucking ring menu, EA, I'm uninstalling it immediately.
A ring menu?
He means like the Genshin style.
Like Genshin, like the MiHoYo style shit.
I expect it's there. They hope to have a full version done about a year after this launch.
Okay. Bob,
They definitely won't take this game down for a year like Multiverse if it starts to go bad.
Jesus.
Bob, you know this means we have to play the Skate games now, right?
It does. It kind of does that, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I'm excited.
I gotta familiarize myself.
Yeah, we gotta know if this is a good one or not. This is kind of a follow-up to last week. The studio behind Sekiro No Defeat to release a statement saying that there is no AI used at any point in the production of Sekiro. But people were pretty right to be suspicious. The same company actually did an NFT anime. It has never made a full-length anime before.
It
And
did
of course,
an NFT anime?
Yeah, they did an anime with
So
NFTs. It's called Project Azuki. So I guess you can buy NFTs of the characters or something. It was very unclear. I could not
Okay.
figure out exactly because
Right,
it was all NFT projects. It's unclear how it works in any way.
Of course.
It's ambiguous, but there's profit to be had. They think.
Okay, well, I find it interesting they say there's no anime used in the production of it.
New AI.
No AI. Sorry, there's no anime used in this. Don't worry, this anime is anime free. It's not woke. Because anime is woke now. It used to be base, but now it's woke.
It's tragic.
It's so tragic. They made an anime with a girl with pink hair who has like the autism or something. It's too woke out here. Too woke. The hair's too colorful in anime. Okay. Well. So you're gonna watch it now?
Maybe.
I don't know. Like the statement that there was no generative AI used to make this anime may very well be true. But if the biscuits made of sawdust store announces they're releasing biscuits with no sawdust, I'm still not going to fucking eat them.
Yeah, that's kind of how
Now,
it
do you,
feels.
I do not. I believe that the thing I see with my eyeballs might not have AI in it, but I'm willing to bet the production did in some way. Like, I can't trust that you didn't. Like, no, those things that we use all the time. We didn't use any of them this time. We decided to get our hands dirty. It's like, no, you didn't.
See, it would be different if they were just all about NFTs.
Mm-hmm.
Then it wouldn't be like, oh, they love Gen AI and stuff.
Right.
But they have those fucking like studio directive statements.
Right. Yes.
So
Yeah. No, it's real hard to believe.
And unlike with Steam, where you have to disclose that stuff, and for some reason Microsoft does every time. By the way, I'm not sure if I brought this up to you. Did you know Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3+4 used Gen AI? They didn't disclose it at launch.
No.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah. Anyway.
I was like put in the grass patch.
Grass should go here. Why? It's a college. Okay. One moment. We're trying to make this level really good. Let me consult my 7 Redditors.
You should kill yourself.
Oh, that's weird. Thank you, Redditors. I'm going to go kill myself now. Yeah. Anyways, let's move on. Chris?
Yes.
Let's do it.
Okay, Itsuno did an interview explaining why he left Capcom. As we surmised, it was pretty much like, yeah, I only got like 1 or 2 more games left in me before I retire. I don't want them to be DMC 6 and Dragon's Dogma 3.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what Capcom would want me to make.
That's really sad. Do you think with that pedigree where he's been there so long, he'd be able to get a little bit more free reign?
Probably not with a project the scale of what he'd want, because all these companies now, they're so bad about opportunity cost.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, we can't make a small thing. Those people could be helping on big thing.
Also, like, some of them scale up to the point where they can't do anything but the biggest thing anymore. Like, they have inefficiencies at doing a small thing.
Yeah.
So then something, instead of coming out and just being a smaller scale thing, it just has these inefficiencies baked in by the structure of the company that make it just come out half baked or whatever. And yeah. So anyways, this is probably the best idea.
Probably.
In comparison. In comparison.
Yeah, as long as Tencent lets this studio stay open, this is exciting.
But yeah, a lot of the talent that ended up there formerly worked on Devil May Cry, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Did he listen?
And there was a couple other funny things where he's like, somebody's like, it'd be great if you worked on a game with Kamiya, and he's like, ha 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 ha, sure. He basically said, yeah, both of us like to get our way, so that would not work out at all.
Yeah, every time this sort of thing comes up with Kamiya when he does like interviews or talks about stuff, it's like always like, no, we don't want two cooks in the director chair.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
In addition, multiple people left Capcom. Bingo Morihashi, Daigo Ikino, and Gouda Cheese, who is fucking Bingus.
Yeah, I believe that all of those were real.
Bingus is an artist who has been with Capcom for a million years. If you played the little arcade modes in Street Fighter V, they did all the art for them really quickly, which is why they are mostly bad.
Yeah, hopefully Tencent doesn't fuck anyone.
Yeah.
That's the hope.
Yeah, really Bingo is the oh, go ahead.
Part of this was Itsuno saying, we're making a AAA game, but I don't think of it in the sense of like Dragon's Dogma or stuff like that. I believe that with a smaller team, we can make a smaller game that still deserves to be called AAA. So hopefully it means something half the size of DMC5.
Yeah, ideally no game is like Dragon's Dogma 2.
Bob's like, in a perfect world. Yeah. I remain optimistic. Possibly in the face of the universe.
Right?
This parent company hasn't shown that they have prion disease yet, so maybe it'll be okay.
Someone in chat says, I wonder if the podcast will talk about Black Myth Wukong on Xbox having totally different lighting compared to the other versions, and Series S barely running the game.
That game isn't relevant.
We didn't write it into news, but it is amusing, and I was definitely going to talk about it on the stream tomorrow.
Yeah, I need to watch this video.
It's drastic.
Because when I heard about this, I was like, oh man, maybe it'll actually run then. No,
and the opening
not.
shot of the video is just frame gen.
Apparently not, yeah.
So it looks hideous. Yep.
And Ken Levine appeared once again. He insists Judas is real, will be your best friend, and dispense $100 bills.
Oh shit! I would love for something to dispense $100 bills at me.
Yeah.
Go read this shit he said, because he has truly entered the divine realm of Molyneux lying.
That's a high
he
bar.
is inventing new kinds of lying.
You would think the meta would be pretty played out at this point. What sort of new types of lies?
It's like, well, there's going to be three. You're going to have the game will be dynamic. You'll have these three characters who lead factions, and if you're friends with one, the others won't like you and will send out their enforcers to get you. But you're also going to get to learn to know all these characters a lot, and you'll feel like they care about you. And it's like, dude, you're full of shit. You're full of such shit.
Oh, this
is just shut up.
This is going to be such an awesome stream.
Yeah,
he promises to update more often on the game, but did not even commit to a year.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Do you think there'll be anybody who gets ensorcelled by this when it comes out? Like anybody who will just be a complete chump?
Oh yeah.
I mean, hey Aggro.
I'm going to give it that old college try.
Yeah, I don't see Aggro becoming one of those people who like the BioShock Infinite tier defenders. It's like made video games art.
I can see like the camera panning around, and I'm just silently weeping into the TV slide. Oh my god, he's a prophet. Cancel culture is so bad.
Oh my god.
Yeah, my big hope is that at no point did anybody during this 18 years the game was in development, did nobody convince him to pivot away from that?
Yeah, that's wild. I guess no one could convince him to pivot
No, I mean,
away from that.
I mean, I'm worried maybe it happened and now the game's just about nothing.
Where's Rod Ferguson?
Oh, he'll go there after he gets BioShock
Yeah, I
out.
was like, he's finishing one BioShock, then he'll be brought over here to finish another, and Ken Levine will be livid. He will turn into Ken Livid.
Huh.
Thank you. That's what I reach for.
Anyway, that was all my news.
And that's all the news fit to print. It is worth noting Kepler L2, known reputable leaker in the industry when it comes to chips and stuff.
Oh.
Just a tiny note here at the end. Steam Deck 2 2028.
Wow. Okay.
It makes sense.
That sounds about the time that PS5 portable should be coming out.
No, that's a year earlier.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's supposed to be 2 years from now.
You better pray it's strong, PC Master Race, because that's what every fucking game is going to target. It'll be the Switch 2 and the Steam Deck 2.
Yeah, that's a pretty decent spread of abilities and stuff. And the funny thing is, like, the PS5 portable presumably is going to have, like, FSR 4 and other things.
Right.
And the Switch 2 has DLSS and the Switch 2 variant of DLSS. I assume the whole reason the Steam Deck is 2 is 3 years out is that it will also have FSR 4. So it really just feels like we've moved the base standard of portables to have something that keeps Unreal Engine 5 from doing temporal AA itself.
Yeah. A little important.
Because Jesus, I cannot stress how hideous Metal Gear Solid Delta looks. It is one of the worst image qualities in a game I've ever seen. The fact I have to go, Immortals of Avium or this, and I'm sweating like the fucking red button meme, is wild. Ugh. Anyway. That's it. That's it. Tomorrow, Cave Story. Down the road, Rayman Legends. Chris?
On Saturday, Kirby Superstar Ultra and a little bit of Mass Attack.
Don't forget to go check out that Gamer Goes to the Movie for Warcraft.
Yes.
Please, I can't have watched the fucking Warcraft movie for nothing.
Yeah, we delayed it for, what, 15 years?
Yes, it's 2031. Aggro?
Based on reports that I've heard online, I will be spending tomorrow cracking my brain open with 100 Line and descending into a maelstrom of absolute madness.
Hell yeah, dude. Are we going to talk about how an Epic guy is coping and saying Unreal Engine 5 is great, but it's the devs' fault? No. That's ludicrous.
Yeah, I would
That
never say that ever.
Like we learned this lesson on the PS3. If one dev makes a shitty game with your tools, it might be a shitty dev. If every dev makes a shitty game on your tools, maybe you have shitty tools.
Maybe
Yeah,
there's
the problems with Unreal Engine 5 is transparently visible from space that you sure didn't expect Moore's Law to die, huh?
The thing that is super transparent about Unreal Engine 5's incredibly obvious problems is that it launched the career of one angry white boy stratospherically. That guy's eating well, and it's all because this engine is made wrong. Good for him, I guess. Anyways, that's the podcast. I'm done. We're done. That's it. That was the last one. Did we not mention that?
Yeah, no, it didn't come up.
Shit. Bye forever. Thank you very much for listening to this episode of Big Think Dimension.
Big Think Dimension was possible because of you and your support over at patreon.com/gbpodcast, which is the only way to watch the amazing film Isolation 119 and get so many commentary tracks for so many movies like Ice-T presents Ice Cube's War of the Worlds and countless other things. That's patreon.com/gbpodcast. We appreciated your support, but now we're getting on the shuttle. Goodbye, everyone.